Alright, so we should be live on all of the things, so my apologies for how long that takes. So we're going to be going back to our farm with Human. For those who missed what we've got going on, we are already town rank A and well into it. We're trying to wrap up rank S. We're getting close so far as the amount of things. While we still got a little bit more, we do have where we have been romantically pursuing Yuri, who is the tatted up doctor in town with the green hair. And we were struggling to figure out, okay, so we got hologram construction done. And we were trying to figure out like where her last cinematics or whatever were so that we could actually marry her. And where we left off is that she wanted to invite us on a date to go to the taco truck, and she's doing something special. But all that kind of good stuff. And so that's where we are. And this is I believe the last, like, because you can look at and say like there's the 1 heart event, the 2 heart event, the 8 heart event. I'm believing that this is the last of the heart events for Yuri before we can marry her, so that we'll finally get that sorted down. And from there, it's just managing to finish up the city, because I wanna get the town S ranked, so that way, you know, the run is done. Like we've done all the things, because I don't want to leave this like 99.9% done and then just end the series. And I also, you know, realize it's getting to be time that I need to get stuff going. Dear Human, are you free for dinner tomorrow night? I was thinking maybe we could do some fish tacos at Emma's truck. I had a little something set up. Nothing crazy, so don't dress up. Stop by the clinic around 6 p.m. and we'll go together. Can't wait. Yuri. I do appreciate this as well, because in so many of these games, the person you date never really does anything themselves. They're like a passive participant in the relationship in a lot of ways. And that really does kind of bother me in these games, where it's like, in the real world, you generally want both people in a relationship to be actively participating in, you know, doing stuff for each other and yada yada. You know, and the balance there can certainly vary couple to couple or whatever. But in these games, typically, its protagonist does everything in the relationship. They go and meet the other person. They're the ones who go and do all that stuff. And maybe you get one cinematic where the other person drops by your house one time to do something. But otherwise, it's entirely on you to, like, maintain the entire relationship. So I do appreciate more and more when you get a game and the romantic interest also puts some effort into it. I really wish we could get ourselves another, like, get the ostrich osmium, because that's one of our big holdups, is the animal stuff. So for this, I want to get that in here. Honestly, that's goat cheese. So we can just start chucking all this stuff in here for the moment. Grab the mayonnaise out. And that's some of our goods that we need there. But yeah, so we're trying to get the last of the stuff going. I'm going to go and do a little run around and try and figure out everything we need. I did find a fix for... We had a problem the last stream where the issue we ran into was the thing you go to collect goods. Or sorry, not collect goods. Yeah, so the thing you go to collect the goods from the animals in the underwater area becomes non-usable after a while. It just does, like, it collects the goods, but you can't interact with it. And it's a known bug that's being worked on, and is trying to figure out the workaround for it. And I did figure out what it is. And that is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them to move my barn, pick up the thing once it's not in the barn, and then I can just cancel moving the barn to not have to deal with that. Alright, so we sell all that. Okay. Is there any quests I got outlying that I need to worry about? So we got the museum thing. So we need... Alright, so we need to head to the Naga Palace. I forgot about that. So that's one thing. We need to head to the Naga Palace. That's just waiting on goods to... This is waiting on the aquatic animals. I need to get the manatee-looking things. I need to make cheese using the milk they produce. We have 2 dinosaur holograms. I've got a couple of attractions. And the murals are also very close. Alright, let's check in here. And we do have everything lined up with just about everything to be getting done. Like these, we're waiting on one more osmium mango, which that's that. We got a couple of the osmium durians that I needed. We got the papayas, which I don't actually need for any of these things, I don't think. But still. And I did, on my own time, not look up the recipe so far as, like, in Coral Island. But I did look up the recipe for that last cooking thing that I needed for the mural that I was like, I don't even know what this is. Is like was it like El Censor or something like that, or El whatever. But from what I read, it was a coconut drink where you add milk to it. And then it can take a whole range of different like materials to like different fruits or vegetables as like an ingredient for it. And then they also add syrup to it. There's a huge range of what fruits and veggies it could be, but it's an Indonesian drink, and my understanding is traditionally they used root vegetables. And the good news for us is there's not many root vegetables in Coral Island. So like we've got like potatoes, we've got taro, we've got sweet potatoes. And so just going by the guess, if I could find the stuff, because I'm going to do it right now, because I'm going to forget if I don't. Where the heck is half my stuff? I have this all organized and I can't find stuff even. So what I'm looking for is, as I mentioned... Oh, right, we'll have some of this over here. So one of the things I'm pretty confident is coconut. I don't know if it's a specific coconut is needed or coconut in general, because what it's supposed to be is coconut milk, condensed milk, which I'm assuming any normal milk will work. Condensed milk. Let's go over there and grab that. And I already know the game mostly does not like gold milk as milk from recipes I've done in a previous playthrough. So condensed milk. And then it would be syrup, which I think I have somewhere. I don't know why I'm going through all this pain. I could literally just go right here and pull from the inventories. So the last time we made a drink, it was using this. So let's see if my guess is correct. And I'm feeling really confident on 3 of the ingredients, and the last one is, I think sweet potato is going to be the last ingredient. But that one I'm really not sure on. But I'm looking for the syrup, not maple syrup. I remember with the recipes, maple syrup is usually only specifically for when you're dealing with that. So there's a coconut. Oh, here, we'll use like a regular coconut even, just in case it cares. It's interesting you can put bones in there. All right, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, so we've got regular milk. There's a sweet potato. Do we have syrup here? Do I not have syrup made? I was pretty sure I had some extras, but I guess not. Let's double check this. I probably don't have much. It's probably like just 1 or 2 bottles. No, it's looking like the answer's probably no. Syrup's not hard to make. It's, sugar cane in something I don't remember what was. No, I guess I don't have syrup. Okay, that's fine. Alright. So I need to make some syrup. I'm gonna go chuck that right there. Be lazy about that. Yeah, no, I could have sworn we had syrup laying around somewhere. Hey, Psycho, how's it going? And thank you so much. Sorry, I just caught that you're literally saying you're lurking. I appreciate that, Lurking. Alright, so let's grab some sugarcane. Now, was it the mason jar for this? No. What was it I needed? I don't think it was the kegs. Alright. Yeah, it's definitely not an aging barrel. It's probably the kegs. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go here. We're not in an urgent moment for this, so let's just shift this around a little bit. Oh, take off the auto sort. We'll take the tomatoes off, and we'll see if that switches over to making syrup. What box are tomatoes in? There you go. I'll stack the coconut again. Alright, so. There was something else I need. Oh yeah, the cheese press. That's right. Thank you. Because I just remembered something really weird. We can go ahead and grab pumpkins to make juice with that. Alright, so drop you in, not that box. Drop you in here. Grab you out. I can drop that in there. We could just go ahead and take out the stuff that would use the cheese press, which is just the milk, and just leave the rest. And so when that finishes making the cheese, it should make that. I'm going to go ahead and just sell these two things of milk and not worry about it. Alright, so now I got all distracted by that. Now, one of the other things we're working on is like the Manstein or whatever, Mangosteen or whatever, the is forageable. We're looking for that. It's looking like none here today. It is raining and the forageable seem to be down for these days. Okay. Now, before I forget, let's run up to the mural and do that. But thank you, Jay. But yeah, no, it's definitely one of those things that, like, we are juggling those last handful of things, and we're gonna get those knocked out. Alright. So that's the mangoes done. So now we're down to the mangosteen and the durian. I've already got about half the durian and the mangosteen we're looking around for, and that'll be that one done. This one, it's just that recipe, and like I said, I think I just need syrup for it. We could try, honestly, using it with maple syrup. It probably has spare. And then these ones, we already have the animals. We're literally just waiting. I've already got the fermented buffalo cheese wheels fermenting right now. And we're just waiting on the ostrich to actually give me, you know, osmium quality eggs. So these two are locked in. These ones we're just waiting. So that's the whole mural right there is just on the waiting thing. We're down to just the cheese in the underwater area. Let's go ahead and get the underwater area, get the barn situation fixed first. Because the fact that that's not working yet, I gotta get that sorted or it's gonna bite us in the butt. So the workaround I read on for our problem with the barn, where I cannot collect the goods because I've got the auto collector inside the underwater barn, and so it grabs the stuff but then I can't interact with it, is to edit the farm building, say I would like to move this, and confirm it. Go to my farm, pick up the auto harvester thing, and just not use that for right now. Which does mean I'm gonna have to like manually milk the thing and all that, which is pretty annoying if I'm being honest. But at least it's something I can work around versus a bug that you're just like, well, forget that. So now I can go down here. Pet our animals. And now I should be able to interact with that. So get this out of here. And just out as a random curiosity, I'm pretty sure that the auto harvester needs to be inside of there, but because I have a spare, I'm just going to plunk it down on the ground out here. Okay, it literally has to be inside the barn. Alright, never mind. Okay, so we're just gonna toss that in a box and forget about it. Okay. Yeah, so you just forget about that. I don't know if we need the deep void ink or any of that for anything. Or the egg. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop these off just to sell them. I don't know if there's like a large milk or something I'm gonna need. There probably is. Oh, sea-shoaled algae? I don't know what that is either. So right now we're just gonna sell that. Okay. And for the moment, we can just harvest all these things and sell them. We've got almost all this covered. I do want to get them set up where we're using just the automated things, so I'm not having to sit here and manually seed and harvest all that. Because I mentioned this the last couple times, the underwater crops feel really, really particularly automatable. That we could just get to the point where we just huck a bunch of seeds in there and just roll through any time that, you know, I wanna top off and we get all that going. Oh, these are done, aren't they? Nope, they're not. Okay. But then this is just becoming an additional income that I could just pop down here, grab a bunch of that stuff, and just huck it out the back of the truck. Alright, was there any seeds that were stuff I was low on? I don't think so. So with that, I really don't care what we plant, in all honesty. I'm just gonna plant a bunch of random stuff. Call it a day. Because all that matters is I'm getting paid. Again, that row I can't do. Okay, cool. And this one's getting moved over once I have the availability. Alright, so let's pop back up here to the farm. We've already got all the prints duplicating, so those will be done soon as well. Yes, I've got the cheese press there. I drop that milk in there. I'll see if that makes what we're looking for. I don't think it will. I think it'll make, like, small cheeses. Let's actually... No, we'll leave them both in there. We'll see what happens with that. So let's sell that. The next things I need to do is I need to make the temperature thing. This. For down there. I grabbed the auto feeder, but I'm not as worried. Like, that didn't want to sit down. And unfortunately, the auto petter. I need the wool for the attraction for the city right now. So it is those things that's not going to be able to move for me right now or whatever. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel where I told him to move the barn. Because I don't want to actually have the barn up there. Because I only need to tell him to move it just to allow me to get the auto collector. Now, I understand there's probably a bug here with this. Oh, I thought I could tell you to cancel moving it. You know what? We'll just see what happens with that. It's acting like there's two of them. That's fine. The big, like, if I have to move it and then move it again, I'm really not that upset about it. It costs next to nothing. It's just inconvenient. We'll see if I actually do that. Alright, so let me put this in here. And that's just so I don't forget, and then, like, the animals start getting happier, and they start getting me closer to getting better quality ingredients and all that. And then I start getting mad because, you know, they're getting cold or hot or whatever, depending on that. Oh. Can I click on the sign to do that? No. That's fine, whatever. Okay, that's fine. So I'm curious, it's supposed to be tomorrow that she wants to meet us. We can go to the beach and check that, and then we can just go over and see if it triggers the day. It shouldn't. Right, we got an attraction being built. And the reason I'm not running over to the museum to deal with the hologram is I'm still duplicating the next batch of things. So it doesn't do me any good to go for it right now. So like I can't start the next one quite yet. So running over there urgently doesn't do me any good. And then we just check in for Murex as well we can. Yeah, so we've got all the bugs, we've got all the fish, we've got pretty much almost everything we can in the game. It also wouldn't be a bad move to just wander around, see if we kick in any cinematics for just running through town here and there with the rain going. Oh, I should also check, was it anyone's birthday today? I haven't kept up with that and I need to. Okay, Joko's birthday is on the 4th, so it's tomorrow. Oh, I guess it will work today. Hey, human! Do you want to go out for a nice dinner in the rain, Yuri? Work is busy today. I was trying to make treatment plans for a couple of patients, but that can wait till tomorrow. Shall we, human? So I wonder what the big surprise she's gonna have for us is. Ah, yes. A romantic dinner in the rain. Wow, this place is pretty at night. I'm glad we came here. Hey, you two. The tacos are going to be a bit longer. Here are your drinks first. A million thank yous for sprucing up the place, Emma. I owe you big time. Enjoy the grilled platter at the table behind you. Let me know if you need anything. Thanks, Emma. How's your day been, human? I'm gonna say it's better now. I'm flattered. Because, I mean, like, she's taking you on a nice day. It's like, how's your day going? It's going horrible. Oh, okay. This makes me feel good. Thanks. Thanks, I appreciate it. Just the idea that we're sitting out in the rain this whole time. Like, it would be the end of the world, but yeah. Sorry for the wait. 2 plates of fish tacos, extra guacamole for the table. Thanks, Emma. These smell yummy. Well, food is here. I'm starving. I forgot to pack a lunch because I was busy this morning. I got some cookies from Sam, but nothing else. Let's dig in. Thanks for coming out with me tonight. Is this human gonna take an arrow to me? That'd be, you know, an odd thing to happen. I suppose this is probably our first date that we have been on in a while. Ah, I'm glad it says in a while, because it's like, no, we've definitely been on a lot of dates. Wow, I sound so old. Oh, she was saying this is the first date she's been on for a while. I can reading comprehension. Yeah, because we actually went on a bunch of dates before, but that wasn't a mechanic when the game first came out. So, I think you're kind of cool. You literally changed your life and moved to an island. It felt like it's something I only read on in blogs. It felt like something I would do. After knowing you for a while, we seem to have a lot in common. And I think I kind of like you. And now is where we can just break her heart and say, sorry, I just see you as a friend, or, I have to go. That would be just rough. To have, like, all that movement forward, she's, like, planned this whole date and everything, you're like, yeah, no, actually, you're just friends. And she'd be like, oh, that's nice. That's certainly fine. I'll be going now. You know what I mean? No, I got the reference. Alright, so let's see. So obviously, if we're gonna romance her, the response we need to do is, I like you too, like a lot. I think you're one of the coolest girls I've ever met. You should say woman. Aw, that's cool. Thank you. Like that, like in that context, it's fine. But you know, you should probably say woman. She's got her own doctoring practice. Come on. I never really know how to react to compliments. That's very sweet, you, man. Aw. Person isn't a better option? I mean, well, we already know she refers to herself as in, like, she, her, and so calling her a woman is absolutely a-okay. It's more referring to someone who is, like, a full-grown adult, and realistically having her own medical practice after going on tour as, like, a doctor traveling the world and all that. You know, she's probably not even in young adult category anymore, realistically. Now, obviously, the game makes it very ambiguous what ages everyone is, but you get the whole thing. Calling someone girl at that age is kind of a little weird. But still, like, in that context where it's, like, with friends and all, it's fine. But it's generally one of those things, like, you're close. But you could have made it slightly better, friend. Alright, so we didn't have any birthdays today. We did pick up a quest to get 2 shiitake mushrooms to Jim. Is Jim still out and about? Or is Jim already in bed for the night? Jim would be up here. So they're open till 8. So they're open till like 10 seconds from now. Middle-aged woman. That might be. I get you're saying, you know, age-wise, she would likely be for her career. She would likely already be a middle-aged woman, just for the fact it takes time to do things. That's not like any judgment on her character and capabilities. It just takes time to do things. So doing a lot of things, you know. She would need at least enough time to get to that point. Definitely don't walk up to someone and be like, you're a nice middle-aged woman as well. If you're like, thanks? That feels like you're trying to be, like, an underhanded compliment? Again, it also depends on your relationship with the other person. But would you ask her age? Heck no. I mean, nowadays, in a situation like that, I wouldn't feel a need to. I definitely know when I was in my early 20s, I got to the point I started asking people's age out of fear that I would misjudge ages. Because there's definitely once or twice when I was, like, around 19, 20 years old, where I'd be talking to someone, and you just start getting that feel, it's like, how old are you? And they'd be like, oh, 17. I'm like, and deuces. Sorry, nothing personal. I don't want to get in trouble. Not that I had, like, you know, those, like, the thing where it's, like, kind of getting flirty and all that. You're like, no, sorry, no, Nope. I thought you were older than that. Nope, nope, nope. I've always been a terrible judge with age. Which that goes, you know, assuming people are either older or younger than them, not just one way with it. Just doing a lap to see if I grabbed all our resin. Because I don't remember where we had it all. Okay, so let's just get back to the house. We don't need to drag out the day. Well, yeah, Darkstrider, that doesn't have to do anything with like that's not like a southern thing. It's generally considered bad form to, you know, ask women their age and that kind of thing. Which that's also one of those things that's like, I don't know.
Thank you,
like that's kind of whatever.
For subscribing for 28 months. 28 months of great content. Keep it up.
Thank you, Step for Space, for the tier 1 sub. And yeah, 28 months you've been subbed to the channel. I really do appreciate you've been sticking around that long. That's 2 years and 4 months. It's a heckin' long time. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for that. Dating is terrifying nowadays with how young people look. Oh yeah, no, that's a thing. Like, so many people put so much effort into looking, like, when you're young, trying to look older, and when you're old, when you're not young, trying to look younger than you are. Like now, at my age range, if I was still dating, it wouldn't be nearly as big of a deal because I don't think there's gonna be, you know, a 15, 16-year-old pulling off looking like they're in their early to mid 30s or something. So I'm not super worried about that, but yeah, especially when you're like in your early 20s, it's definitely one of those things that's like, where people are like, well, you don't ask your age. I'm like, no, I think it's totally fair to be like, hey, just making sure, like, you know, you're somewhere in your early 20s or something, like, right, like, whatever your cutoff is, being like, you're, like, you know, take it as a compliment. You look, you know, you look young and all that. Just making sure you don't look that young. It's a weird thing. Like, you definitely have to figure out how you want to approach it. Plus, you also, like, outside of legal and all that stuff, you certainly... I, for one, I've joked with Tube that if I was back in the dating scene or anything anymore, like, my cutoff would be just barely below 30. When you're younger, you're still figuring a lot of things out, and I don't got time for that. Yes, that's what I thought, is until we get the big milk, you won't get that. Like, there's so much changing in your life in that age range that's like, yeah, no, I've kind of got my life figured out. So it's still processing trash, so this is still definitely working. Oh, right. The reason all those are dropping off is because I pulled the tomatoes out, so it's not making more tomato juice. It's in process of getting switched over to pumpkin, so it won't start filling those up with pumpkin until it gets that. So the cheese wheels are about to finish their first batch soon. These, we just gotta wait for those to finish, so those are coming along nicely. We could drop all these artisan goods off, because that's not high enough quality to count for the ostrich stuff. Delicious cheese? Yes. Now, granted, the implication is that's effectively manatee cheese. I don't know that that's a thing. It probably could be a thing. Like, biologically capable of being a thing. But at the same time, it feels super weird. But I also recognize maybe it shouldn't. Because it's still milk. No different than if we got from, like, you know, a cow, a goat, or whatever. So it's kind of one of those things. It's like, it feels weird only in the sense that it's not a normal thing that you do, but it's not like you don't do it for some like health reason or environmental reason or whatever. It's just not the animal you typically think of. Oh, I just realized. Okay. I need to grab the... Did I bring it down here? No, that'd have been too easy. So let's drop these off real fast in here. What I need to do... Oh, and I need to save, I think it was 3 of these. I'll just toss them in there and I'll grab the 3 I need out. What I need to do is I need to go back to my farm and grab my shears and my milking pail. It does look like the manatee thing gives milk every day, like the cows do. So that's good news. Yeah, so let's grab those 2. And then jump back down there. So that way I can deal with the animal stuff. I'm trying to pet the turtle. Okay. I'll do with that in a minute. Alright, so we've already got a large milk from the manatee thing. So that's good news, because I think I only needed 4 of the larger cheese from the manatee thing. So if I'm already getting like some larger milk, because that one I don't need them to be osmium. I just murdered the crop, that's fine. You saw nothing, chat? That crop had it coming. All right. Oh, sweet. We could finally move this thing. That's been a long time coming. My inventory is full. So let's drop you and you in here. Go back down here for this. I need to shift you right there. All right. And with that, let's get this all set up, and now I don't have any like weird, you know, not quite right, you know, situations at this area. All right. So I'll need 3 of these. It really doesn't matter which quality. Actually, here's what we can do. We can just sell all of those. And I will need to go 1, 2, 3, because I think there'll need to be 3 of the same quality to gift it for the quest. Alright, let's drop all the seeds here. It's just trying to get everything planted, because at this phase, literally all I care is that we just keep it moving. So there's a person at your work that you have to watch what you say or do, because she is in fact listening to other folks' conversation while one of the big bosses are there reporting on what others are saying. One of your crew had been videoed as well, and you're worried about if you were to say or do something that might get you in trouble. It's annoying. Yeah. I've always been of the mind that, like, at the office generally, I'm only going to say things that I would be willing to say in front of anyone. And I know people are like, oh, you know what, like, which way? And it was definitely a privilege to be in that position, because, like, right now the tech industry is like really difficult, but historically, with my credentials and all that, it was kind of one of those things that I was the one in the office who could really push back on a lot of stuff. because just, you know, there was less risk for me because I knew I could be into a new job in no time at all, just because I was pretty much overqualified for pretty much anywhere I could work. And I've definitely taken advantage of that, but it's definitely one of those things that, like, I would absolutely be down to say things that a lot of people would shy away from because it's like, hey, you know what? Like, ultimately, if they fire me for it, one, I've still used my voice to help others and all that. Right, exactly, Donkey Duff. It was like, that's basically where it's going with that. It's unless I'm going to be prepared to say it to anyone, I'm not going to say it. I don't remember what Olan looks like. Olan was the cook, right? Yeah, also, I just remembered I need to go here to, do the meeting or whatever it is. Mother, Father, we have returned from our expedition to the surface world. We have much to share. On the surface, we witnessed many incredible sights. We had the honor of seeing the goddess and the giants. Their presence was awe-inspiring and reinforced by the interconnectedness of all beings. Does that mean the expedition quest line will go away? Apparently we danced on stage at some point. I don't remember that, but apparently we did that. I don't remember these memories I'm part of. We did do that one, though. We did clean up the shrine. We also found that the humans our merfolk are very much alike. They share our hopes, our dreams, and even our fears. Despite our differences, our similarities are striking. It's so dry up there. The land dwellers cover themselves in cream to avoid getting burned by the sun. Despite that, they seem to love basking in it. Odd beings indeed. Oh right, I forgot we gave him a ridiculous voice. It seems our journey was as lightning as it was amusing. Indeed, your findings are invaluable. It's clear that the surface world holds many wonders and lessons for us. Let's see. So we have a choice as a land dweller, I'm honored to help build a bridge between worlds. Who knew that a little coffee and some sunscreen could unite our worlds? I mean, so far we haven't depicted the coffee and things. I'm gonna go with, like, the representative thing. Put ourselves in a more important position. That way you can, you know, exploit it for maximum wealth. I mean, do the right thing. Your perseverance is invaluable. Thank you, your majesties. We believe there is much more to learn and explore. We see no reason for your expedition to cease. You have our permission to continue your journeys to the surface and to learn more about their world and its people. Go forth with our blessing. May your efforts continue to bring understanding and harmony in between our worlds. Oh yeah. Excuse me, that was unexpected. Why would I fall down? Like, we're in water. I would have mostly fallen away. Also, I brought a unique gift for the kingdom. Father, may I suggest this potion? Coffee. It's both wonderful and useful, although it tastes rather bitter. I'm not sure, my dear. Unknown potions can be tricky with my sensitive stomach. Oh, okay then. Choi Oyo, do you want to give it a try? With pleasure, Your Majesty. Is that it? Is that in the cup? Yeah. This beverage, the waters, they compel me. Why are you hallucinating from coffee? Gotta go fast. What kind of... That's definitely not coffee. Like, did you lace her coffee with speed or something? Also, probably get a doctor ready. What the heck was that? Got any more of it? Your intentions are leaking a bit there? No, don't worry about it. It's fine. Alright. Okay, so that's just plain done. Cool. And then we're looking for Olan, which I believe he'll be in the kitchen, which I think was up this way. Hey, Yasui. How's it going? It's not Olan. The guard is busy. Alright, You're not close. Okay, so that's a king and queen's room. Is he not here? Supposedly there's 3 people in here. Sure. I don't know where, but... there we go. Oh, because it teleported us in. We still don't see... It's fine. I'm not gonna sweat if we don't get it. Because I think that's who I'm looking for. Let me double check to make sure I'm even trying to find the right person. So it's Joko's birthday. Let's try and remember that. Yes, it is Olan, and right now it says he's in there, but I didn't see him. I'm not gonna sweat it. We'll just sell this stuff and move on. I'm not exactly hurting for money. Alright. Like, it is one of those things that if you never, ever consumed caffeine, and you had, like, an actual, like, you know, properly strong caffeinated beverage, it would certainly be one of those things where you'd be like, am I okay? I'm not sure I'm okay. My heart is just going. Hang on. Like, it wouldn't be medically dangerous or anything, but you'd definitely be on a very strong caffeine buzz. Alright, I need the ruby hairpin thing. And it is not there. Or there. Well, still no ruby hairpin thing. Alright. So no luck there so far. And I can pop over here and drop all these in. Those are doing their thing just fine. Mermu cheese. And we got some mayonnaise. And the rest is all doing their thing. Grab you. And honestly, before that, I could switch over to making regular cloth. Since I don't need the regular cloth, I need the wool cloth. Let's take all the cotton out of there and put that in here. So this one's a flower box? Yeah. Alright, so let's sell the Mermu cheese. And drop this. See, one time you had proper sugar rush after eating entire deep fried Boston cream. There's definitely times in my life that, like, whatever it was I was doing, end up getting a lot of caffeine from different stuff. You're like, oh, like, this is genuinely too much. Alright. So they're doing their thing. It'd be too late for me to drop by to, I would say I could also... Actually, it's not too late. Let's... It shouldn't be necessary. Let's get an additional ostrich and an additional buffalo if I can. Because what I'm thinking is, if it does end up being one of those things that I'm just inconsistently getting the osmium quality, to a point a second one of the animals could help out, that would be really helpful. And then if not, that's fine too. Okay, so buy animals. So we've got 3 spaces available. Alright. If you would like to be an ostrich or a buffalo, just say something in chat. If you already have an animal named after you, I'm obviously not going to give it to you. But say something in chat. I'll give you just a minute. So I'm assuming the hi is saying you. Yeah, no, I don't have the queue up. I'm not gonna borrow the queue. We're only gonna get like 2 animals. I feel like taking the time to set up the queue to do the 2 animals and all that. Yep. So I'm gonna go sniper spice for the first one. And okay, so there won't be an ox, or sorry, a buffalo. But we did get ourselves an extra ostrich to try and do that. You know what? I've got the might to spare. It said I could take more ostrich, so another ostrich. Is there anyone else who wants to be an ostrich at the farm? Because we get 2 more. We're just going to go in all of the ostriches that way, hopefully, between all of them. You already have an animal, Darkstrider. So, like I said, I can't remember what you are. I think you were... Was it a goat? I can't remember. But you're one of... No, actually, were you a duck? I can't remember. You have an animal, though. Alright, so we've got Washington. CSJ. Alright. Does Washington work for you? It's too long of a name to put in. I'll go with it, and then if you'd rather a change, we can change it there. Yep, no, you've got an animal already, Darkstrider. I've got space for 1 more. Cool. And if we don't have someone who wants it named after, that's fine. I'll just come up with something. When did this happen? A while back. Yeah. Hey, Bentley. How's it going? Did you want an animal named after you? Just verifying. I don't think Bentley already has an animal, but I could be wrong. If I do end up with a duplicate, I can rename them later. That is an option. Did you want an ostrich named after you, or are you just saying hello, hello? Either way is fine, but welcome in on it. I'm doing pretty good. But, like, you don't care? Okay. I was just verifying whether or not either way is fine with you. Yeah, I was just verifying. Yeah, we'll do it. There we go. Because we were naming animals, I was asking people to just voice in. That's fine. It's a little bit of a quiet stream. I do understand that, like, there's a lot of stuff going on today. And I am, like I said, Coral Island's getting to the point where we've been doing quite a bit of it for a while, so I know the viewership's probably gonna be a little ways down. I would put it aside. It's just we're so close to the end. I don't want it to be another game that we don't quite finish, which is always a bummer. Okay, so we're looking for Joko. So Joko's not home yet. Is Joko at the bar? Where is Joko? Oh, Joko's all the way up there? Alright. Probably do the hillside, that way I'm running to Joko, because Joko's most likely going to start heading back down this way. Because it is Joko's birthday. And I am trying to max out everyone's hearts. Heard the rec center's got a new bakery. I gotta try it out. I couldn't find this anywhere. Thank you for this birthday present. Cool. Speaking of which, I believe it's been a day since we had our date with Yuri. If I can catch her before she calls it a night, we might be able to get that wedding thing going. Because I'm guessing, because we went through, like, having a date with her and everything, and it gave us the whole, you know, like, I'd like that too, to, like, romantically pursuing it kind of thing, or I just want to be friends. They gave us that kind of a dialogue. So me, that's saying, hey, this is you, the player, saying, you know, you've been dating. Do you want to keep this thing going? All right, so Yuri is where? She's not at the doctor's office anymore. She's at the beach. So let's see if we can't make this happen. It wasn't easy for me to find someone I wanted to spend my whole life with. A relationship seemed to be a big commitment at first, but you know, right? The clinic doesn't do home visits. Well, Charles does, actually. I only do it for emergencies. But for you, human, if you think you might need extra care, something for me to, look at, I'll make an exception for you. Oh! Yes, I accept. Let's get married on spring 7th, year 3, at the lake. I'll take care of everything. How does that sound? I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Yay! She finally was like, I'd like to get to know you better first. Finally. All it took was officially going on a date as opposed to unofficially going on dates. It's just game mechanics wise. For those who don't know how it works in these games, they just have a whole thing where until you see all of their story, you can't get married, kind of thing. They want you to, like, get the whole story done and all that. So she wants to get married by the lake. I feel like, I can't remember, wasn't Eva a completely different location? Wasn't Eva, like, in the middle of town or something like that? It's so hard to remember with all these things. I think we already checked for the Manstein, yeah. Alright, that's fine. We're not going to push it. There's probably more value in me just getting the days advanced faster than to try and, like, drag out the optimal amount of stuff we can get done in a day. Okay, so relationship, we gained a heart, or 2 hearts with Joko. Yuri, it just says girlfriend, but I guess fiance now. We got hearts with those 2 for having the cinematics down there. Yuri and Human. Wedding ceremony the 7th of spring in 2 days. I don't remember if we saw that when we got married with Eva. Like, it may have done, I just forgot. Can you have a wedding in a circle of cheese wheels? When you're getting married, you can decide to do whatever you want with it. Like, it is your day to do what you want with. If that is having your wedding in front of a bunch of cheese wheels, that's a choice you've got. Perfect. We've got new seeds available in the general store. Don't miss out. Visit us soon. Words are hard. Okay, so we've got more stuff to harvest here. Where I can't physically reach that one to pick up the stuff, that's actually okay. At the end of the season, we'll be able to grab that. What I need to do is I should have more seeds. Yep. And none of those are ready. We can go ahead and let the animals out. Alright. We can drop these seeds in here to keep it rolling. Cool. Your bet is that you just forgot the permit. It is very likely. Oh, I forgot it was durian season as is. Did we just get all the durians we needed? We might actually have all the durians we need, because that's 4 all at once. I'm 1 durian short. 1 more durian, and we're locked in. And this doesn't have any more space in it for the oranges, so we'll move those over. Oh no. Please. Okay. Never mind, I can't put them in there. Something else needs to get out of here. We'll grab those out of here. There we go. Cool. All right, so we only need one more durian, and then we're good. So I get 2 more of those out. Do I need to process them in our cycle after that? For the Gallimimus, no. For the Velociraptor, yes. It needs to go 1 more cycle. But those last 2 Gallimimus prints, when they get out, we're done. Okay, and we are physically making syrup now. And I do have a Maramoo cheese wheel. I believe I need 4 of those, though. It's either 3 or 4. So I could sell these, and that's good. But yeah, no, very, very likely I've just forgotten. Alright, so with you... That's another wool, so that's another thing towards our next attraction. Yeah, so Darstrider's not in the barn. I want to say you were the duck, but I don't say that with any level of confidence. Oh, you were the quail. Or, no, wait, what was this animal? Not quail. Yeah, was it a quail? I don't remember. But yeah, because I got, like, the duck, the quail, and, like, 2 of the other animals all at the same time. Alright, and that's already going to be 3 or 4 bottles of syrup, which is more than I need. I just wanted to drop those in there to get that going. So let's pop you back into your box so that we can get that cleared up to make more cheese. So that's all looking like it's going well. Oh, and grab our wine. I need way more aging barrels on this thing. So let's go to the ocean farm. And when I get there, let's see what I'm missing to get that to be fully automated so I don't have to go by and constantly check on things. Or rather, that I just go down there, I take care of the animals, and I immediately turn around and head back. I also could probably just keep the other 2 tools on me in the interim. Like, I don't need to take these off my bar for right now. Yeah, so let's see what it'd take me to put all the harvesting stuff. I take that back. Maybe it's every other day I get milk from you. Cool. Oh, sweet. I finally don't have to water that spot. Tell me this one's done? Tell me you're done? Nope, 1 more. Because then we're done watering for good. All right. And then we'll do a quick inventory check as well on the, We'll do a quick inventory check at town for stuff. Why are you... Did I miss one? I did. Just to see, like, what's I still need. Alright. Drop 1 of those off. Drop all of you off. Okay. So what do I need to add the auto harvesters for these things? I need osmium kelp essence. That is actually a fairly substantial holdup. That's fine. We don't actually need those for anything, but that'd be good. So let's see if we can't drop off these with Olin or whatever his name is. You're supposedly inside here again. So let's see if we can't drop off this quest. Oh, we got our cinematic. Yeah, good luck with that. Samaru's in a bad mood today. It's the anniversary of how Poseidon left him and all. Maybe we'll ask him for some time off next full moon. Poseidon left Samaru? Yeah, Samaru's pet, Poseidon, ran away some moons ago. Anyway, I have to go. It was nice seeing you, human. See you around, human. Okay, so basically it's a cinematic based, you know, that Samaru has a pet that's missing. Thought they said it was an anniversary of it. Have you seen a lobster, human? Oh, is it gonna be the lady up top has his lobster? Let's say, Samaru, I heard about Poseidon. Can I help you look for him? Yeah, whatever. I doubt it'll help, but sure. If you do see him, let me know. Does, like, this lobster have any defining characteristics other than being a lobster? Because I have caught many lobster in this game. Also, they implied it's the anniversary of him losing track of it or whatever, like it running away. That would imply it's been a long time. I should just give up. It's been too many moons. Okay. I'm having this feeling it's gonna be the same lobster that the one person up top keeps as a pet is gonna be the same lobster as his. I was not expecting. My darling Mira, ruling is about understanding your people, guiding them. Sorry, guarding them. I don't want to rule the king. It's not me. Guard, leave us. Father, do something. You spoil that girl too much. I don't feel like a ruler. I'm more like a commoner, just like you. Besides, I'm curious about the world beyond the water. If you become queen, you can't really go anywhere, just like Mother. Whenever I see all this, I imagine it has to feel... imagine what it feels like to be you. To live up there with your legs full time, surrounded by these curious little trinkets. Oh, I know. I should go up there and see what it's like. We've already done that. Like, you've already been on multiple expeditions. Haven't you already done that? We can say, hey, calling me a commoner, I'll have you know I'm exceptionally common. Good idea, you would fit right in. I don't think it's a great idea. I'm gonna go with the joke of calling me a commoner. You know I'm exceptionally common. Sorry, human. That was kind of rude. Maybe being common isn't so bad for exploring beyond here. Maybe it's time I see the surface world for myself, alone, without guards, and find my own path. Ah, I understand now. I'm off to the land, and you're gonna chaperone me around. I suppose I won't be completely alone. I appreciate being voluntold what's going to happen. Okay. I need you to come down here so I can finish the quest. Buddy. So this is the source of the amazing aroma. Mystery solved. I need you, like, I'm not allowed to follow you up there. I'm trying to turn in my quest. Get down here. You ask for ingredients and then you won't even come down and meet me. Yeah, think about it. Go get an ingredient. No. You don't have what you need down here. You need to go over here. That's right. You're missing something over here. Oh. Okay, complete the errand. Thank you, human. Yay. Alright. I can drop off 2 shiitakes to Jim. I'm mostly doing that for the merit points. I really don't need them, in all honesty. Are we able to get another one of the... Let's see how much more our barn can carry. Because I might get ourselves... Well, no, I'm not gonna worry about the extra cow. I was gonna be like, I can get us another one of the cows to get that. I'm like, no, honestly, I probably really don't need that. Because of how long the other stuff's gonna hold us up, we're gonna get what we need from this. This isn't our bottleneck. Alright. So, we got our underwater stuff handled. Oh, right. I did not finish my underwater stuff. I was gonna check in the store to see what stuff we're still not unlocked the seeds for. It shouldn't matter, but I'd hate to, like, get to the point where we're about ready for it and then realize I do need them for something. So I'd rather get them sorted. Alright, so we got those unlocked, we got these unlocked. Literally all I'm waiting on is these. The Marion Thorn Blossom Seeds, and those are the ones that require the Murex. I'm pretty sure I have enough planted to finish that, but just in case, let's keep our eye out for Murex. I shouldn't need that many more. I think 4 more is all I need to complete that, because you get 2 seeds per craft. So let's check to see if we got the mangosteen harvestables anywhere, because that's going to be my holdup for the mural. And if we do, we go grab them. If not, we do stuff other places. Because this is the season we find. And we got cherries up here, which are probably worth me grabbing, because those are rare. No mangosteens. Yeah, and they don't show up here that I've seen at all. Alright. So we pop down here, across the beach, looking for the Murex. We probably will have that syrup ready. And like I said, I'm feeling pretty good that we've determined what I need for that last recipe. Because like I said, I looked up not the in-game recipe, but like what the actual recipe is for. And it was an Indonesian like dessert drink kind of thing that was made with coconut milk, condensed milk, syrup, like it's a pink syrup that isn't in the game, so I'm just going to assume regular syrup because that's what they've done in the past. And then, while the last ingredient can be a huge range of things, from like papaya to jackfruit to all sorts of stuff, they said traditionally it was made with root crop. And since the only root crop that to me makes sense, because there's like taro root, sweet potato, I'm going to just assume it's regular potato. We can grab you. There's the syrup. So I should just need a coconut. We can also grab the mayonnaise out of here to sell. Yeah, the rest of that's all fine. I'm going to assume that'll be fine. Let's just to be extra paranoid about it, let's grab just regular old milk. Just regular old boring milk. And we can grab a coconut. And I'm feeling pretty good about this. The only one I'm not sure about is the sweet potato. Because I don't think taro root would be what it is. But it is those things that I am doing a lot of guesswork. But generally speaking, the times we've had to do this in the game, it's only taken us 2 or 3 attempts to get the recipe because, you know, we look up what it is in real life and they do try and make it make sense. Where's my inventory? So there's the syrup. Yeah, this is my inventory here. Why am I not seeing the coke and all that listed there? That's fine, we can just find the ingredients. We've got plenty of them. So there was the syrup. There's the sweet potato. There's some milk. Where's the coconuts? Alright. Did I guess right? We did. And then the beauty of that is, I can just repeat it. No, I can't. I don't have more syrup. Alright, so we unlocked the recipe. That's the important thing. And so what I could do with that is I could drop all this back in its boxes. I need 4 of them to make it count. Where are those sweet potatoes? It must be one of the boxes over here. Let's drop the milk off in this box. There we go. And then the coconut will go over here. And how much longer do I have for more syrup? Because if it's soon, we can just wait it out or whatever. If it's a while, we'll run around and do something else. It is soon, but not soon. Yeah, we've already got all that figured out. We're waiting on those. We're waiting on these. We have... Of the 20 wool cloth I have, I've got 5 of them so far. And this will be 6. That's our bottleneck right now. Do I have any more... Would the small wool count? I don't know. But I can spare 2 of those, because I want to keep 1 just for, like, achievement stuff later. So if we're lucky, maybe that'll count because we'll get the large wool and the other one. Let's run over and see if it mentions large wool. I'm also half tempted to run through the woods anyways. And see if the mangosteen is another one of those things that's like, doesn't always show. Because yeah, we're reaching the last little bit on a lot of these things. Yeah, because we got this one here. Where we need, it just says wool cloth, not large wool cloth. So we might get lucky with that. And that'll get us 2 more. And we can't see what's needed for the other stuff. So I can't plan ahead for that. So yeah, that we're literally just waiting on the wool cloth. Over this one, we're just waiting on the duplication of those fossil prints. We're waiting on the mangosteens. I forget where's he gonna run for that. Oh, let's teleport up here. Let's go along the side where those cherries are, because I don't have many cherries and they only grow for a short window this season. They're pretty rare. So I can grab those. Because I'm also running around in case we end up getting more cinematics. Get people's hard events knocked out of the way. Alright. And I know I saw at least 2 cherries. So far as on the thing, I don't see the cherries themselves though. That's fine. I could probably, like, we found we could duplicate a lot more than the game implies. So there's always the possibility I could just duplicate the cherries. We seem to be able to duplicate a lot of forageables. Yeah, so there's that. We do have an osmium mangosteen, so that's good news. I forgot we got that last time. Let's also see here real fast. Where does it say they can show up? So it says they can show up over here on the top left. Yeah, so it says they can show up on the top left in this area. Not seeing them listed here at all. Like I said, we'll do a run over to kill a little bit of time just to see real fast if maybe it doesn't show up correctly. Because we have run into that with one or two things before. And all that. So I'm planning to just run up through the hidden forest. Could also honestly be all these weeds that I've allowed to slowly take over this area by just not going through here. Might be getting in the way from it spawning. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but it feels like it could be. Alright. That's fine. And we won't drag it out. It does feel like really we're at a point I should just be not speed running time, but more focused on advancing time at a little bit of a decent pace. I didn't check to see if it's anyone's birthday today. So Antonio's birthday is the 7th, so 2 days from now. We could drop you off. We got some seeds. I'm just gonna chuck those in the box and pretend they don't exist. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get the next day going. Because we keep a good pace, we can definitely get this going pretty far, pretty fast. Okay, so tomorrow, the 7th, is the wedding ceremony. That is the game being like, yo, don't forget your own wedding. Here's a hint, friend. If you don't show up for your own wedding in the real world, unless you're in the hospital or something, it's not gonna go well for the future of your relationship. You need some pretty significant thing to be like, no, really, I tried everything I could. Like, me not making it is not my fault. Like, you know, everything in the step along the way failed you. That you could be like, I did everything in my power to be there. The reality is, you show up to that crap way early. So that something as simple as your car breaking down can't keep you from making it. Alright, still no luck on... me trying to stay alive. Yeah, no, obviously, like, if it's like, why didn't the person... Finally, we got a large ostrich egg. Like, if it's one of those things that, you know... You end up in the hospital or something, people are going to be understanding. Well, hopefully they're going to be understanding, because otherwise that's dodging a bullet there, as if someone is like, oh, you were just hospitalized? Was this relationship not that important to you? It'd be like, excuse me, what? Alright, just grabbing a couple of things out of here to toss in the machine. Okay. So the big thing is we finally got our ostrich eggs. That's good news. So we got 6. The little wool will help with that. These can all go in here. And I gotta remember, was it... Let me just grab one of the regular eggs. I gotta remember which one gives me the centennial egg or whatever. That's it. Okay, cool. That's all I need to know. So I know I need to put 4 ostrich eggs in this thing, 4 ostrich eggs into the mayo maker, and then 4 ostrich eggs need to just be as ostrich eggs dropped off. Alright, and that's still just duplicating away, so that's good news. Oh, one nice thing is, so while the developers behind this game are still dealing with the issue of sorting things out with their publisher and all that, because their publisher just shut down without warning, which isn't the devs' fault with this game. That's just they're kind of caught in the middle of it. My understanding is they did manage to roll out patches to both the PlayStation and Xbox, which has been stuck ever since the publisher nonsense happened because it didn't have access to the back end because it went through the publisher. And so I do know the devs behind Coral Island, they did specifically, thank the Xbox team for helping them get that sorted. So that's good news. All right, so we need to make that. So coconut, milk, syrup. Okay, so it looks like it's literally just sweet potato. I wasn't sure if it's also going to let you use papaya and a whole bunch of other stuff. Cool, so I'll take care of that. That'll be all of our cooking recipes done for the mural. But yeah, no, so it was a good thing that it sounds like the people over at Microsoft Xbox did step in and were like, hey, we understand these are, like, unusual circumstances. Like, let us help you with this kind of thing while you get your publisher stuff sorted. And no idea on the PlayStation side. I didn't specifically see a message with that being like, thank you, PlayStation, or whatever, so it does seem like they've got something they're still sorting out. They still haven't clarified a lot of things because most likely it is stuck in dealing with legal things, and it's always a real bad idea to open your mouth when you're dealing with a legal procedure. It's usually best to just keep your mouth closed until it's, sorted one way or the other, or whatever legal procedure you're dealing with, you get the thumbs up that's like, yeah, this is fine to talk about. But you can get yourself in quite a bit of trouble in a lot of ways if you start saying a bunch of nonsense around it. Alright, so we got a small milk. I figure we're gonna go and get some back and forth a little bit on that. Okay. Hey, alright. You have yourself a nice lurk. Okay, so we got more. That's the small one. That doesn't produce what I need for the rest of this. So we have the marine thorn still I need. So we've got all that sorted, so that's good news. We did harvest a couple of things. So let's go ahead and pop in here, grab some seeds, get those planted. Because unfortunately I need a lot more of the osmium essence to really get that going for more. So let's pop up here. We're going to check the beach real fast for murex. And then after that, what we can do is I could do like one run in the ocean for the osmium kelp. And see if we can't find find a decent amount of the osmium kelp to get those essences going so I can fully automate our ocean crops. Now, I mean by fully automate, they're not truly fully automated. It's just I chuck the seeds in, and so my effort is to refill the seeds as they get low, and then turn around and take the harvest to sell when that happens. Yeah, not having much luck with the murex right now. That could be literally what it is it's just during the winter, you get way more murex, and then during the spring and all that, the murex count's kind of terrible. But like I said, I think we only need 2 more. I actually have 1 in storage that I could duplicate if I have to. Alright. And I know I already checked this, but Paranoia is paranoia. Okay. Alright, so with that, what we're going to go ahead and do is let's hop down here. Let's pull up some kelp real fast. And that'll make it so I can run over to our trash machines and whatnot. And just get a bunch of the osmium essence made. And then the next thing would be what to do from there. I am curious that they still have those 4 things you can go into that are like the maze. It seems like it's just a good place to farm trash, which sounds like something in the real world you wouldn't want to do, but in this game, trash is useful. But it's just kind of a weird thing. Alright. I have found I am really curious about the other characters' stories as you play. I've of course had people tell me that Leah's story in this game, where she's this game's equivalent to Stardew Valley's Haley, where, you know, she's a fairly unlikable person when you first meet her. She's a bit abrasive. She can be pretty condescending and all that. People have said she does warm up, so I'm curious about that, even though me in real life would never give her the time of day. Because anyone who is just abrasive to be abrasive, I'm like, I've got limited time on this earth. How much of that do I want to spend with this person? As little as possible, probably. Like, let me make the most of my time and not waste it with people who are just gonna undercut me left and right. But the downside is, that's genuinely going to be like whole extra playthroughs of this game. There's just no way, even as much as I love this game, there's no way I'm doing enough playthroughs to see every character's story. I imagine what'll end up happening is we'll end up getting a whole bunch of like YouTube videos or whatever over the years that people have taken the time to romance each and every character and show each and every cinematic. I don't know, I haven't ever done that in games past. But it would be curious for some of the characters where their story goes. You'll probably have some characters' stories who pretty benign versus our character stories that are more involved and interesting. Or maybe not more involved, whatever. You'll have some character's story who you meet the character, you get introduced to kind of what they're going through, and you can kind of fill in the gaps just because, you know, it's pretty straightforward how things would turn out with that. Like, oh man, was it not Sayura? Wataru, like the father-son there. It's very clear what's going to happen is it's going to go along where they continue to butt heads every 2 seconds. What? Is there nothing up here? I never bothered to try going up there. But, you know, they're going to butt heads every 2 minutes because, you know, the dad kind of was like, you know, I wish you had followed in the family business, and he's like, you know, please respect me for the fact that I made my own choice. I imagine if you romance them, that comes to head, and the only 2 ways I see it playing out is, one, that, you know, his father grows, like, kind of realize and respect that their son is, you know, following his dreams and doing that and doing meaningful work, or 2, they don't. And so the protagonist, it's kind of, you know, yeah, they don't get along, but you kind of, you know, that's whatever. It's kind of, you know, you are that other part of their life or whatever. Like, one of the ones I am more curious about is, I'm blanking on it, because I mix up the names after a while, because there's just too many characters to keep track of. There's Alice, and is, Suki, I think, is the sister. So Suki is the one who already has a kid. That one I'm just curious, like, mechanically how the game works with that, where someone already has a kid when you marry them. And I'm assuming, like, I haven't looked it up that I can think of. Like, I've heard people talk about it. I think literally they have it so just the kid just moves into the house as if they were yours, which is interesting if that is the case, because if that is the case, right now in the game, the kids don't age up at all. Eventually they're going to age up to, from my understanding, to like tweens or, you know, right around there. They'll never become full-blown adults. But, you know, that is the intention, that they would age up to a certain extent. And so it'd be curious because right now the kids can't become more than infants. So they never leave their cribs. And while that is supposed to change in time, right now it is where it is. Alright, we can also drop off the thing for the mural because I totally forgot about it. Okay, so that'll give us some more osmium kelp essence, which should make it so that we can start automating the underwater stuff better. And that is the panda done. So yeah, so we just got the animal products we're already working on. These cheese should be done any day now. We're just waiting for the milk to arrive. Oh, actually, I don't need the eggs just as eggs. Okay. Yeah, so I need just the mayonnaise. That just means 4 less eggs I gotta wait on. And then those, it's the mangosteen is the only one I don't have locked in. So doing good. So it's half of the mural so far as like completed sections done. And then like literally we're just waiting for the rest. Hey, farmer. 1 second. I saw you earlier. Then, I knew I had what I wanted, so I followed you. Thank you for getting it for me. I put the mural piece where I'm supposed to go. Have you seen it? Let's see. Yeah, you were fast. That, yeah. But not running. I'm not a fast runner. Wow. That was some intense run. Never again. And your people do this for fun? Makes me think of the Back to the Future bit. Where it's, where he's just like, you know, it's Doc and he's talking to all the people in the Old West. There's like, just people in the Old West being like, are you telling me people run for recreation? What kind of nonsense is that? Alright, so this looks like, from the picture, looks like a very feminine outfit. Yep. Honestly, if they gave them, like, the sandals, it could pass. But, like, very clearly that's... With the shoes, it doesn't match my character. It's a cool outfit, though. And I do appreciate that they don't lock it. It's like, no, I'm sorry, you cannot wear that. I'm sorry. It's just not possible. My brain is processing what the heck we're working on. So we're waiting for the wool, the duplication. So other than the mangosteen, there's not a whole lot to do, and it's not showing up. Oh, wait, I take that back. There is a singular mangosteen up there. We only need 8 of them at osmium quality. So let's pop up there. Let's grab that mangosteen, because we can duplicate them, from what I've been told. So if I get one... Like, I mean, I already have one. Where were you? You were up here somewhere. There it is. I'm gonna grab this on the way through, just because we're here. Yeah, osmium. Yeah, because every one of those I get is one I don't have to wait duplicate. So that's just all good news for us. Alright, with that, let's grab that canola. I'm basically grabbing, like, the lower quality stuff, being like, yeah, just sell it. It's fine. Cool. So with that, there's not a reason for me to run around. Like, I could sit there and run around and just talk to people and whatnot. But we're not going to. Because we're going to go to bed early, so we're well rested for our wedding day. Because, of course, in real life, you sleep very well without any difficulty the day leading into your wedding. And you're certainly not stressing out beyond all belief about the next day coming, that there's nothing left for you to prepare. And yet you're worried about how it's going to go. Okay, so we have Yuri and Human getting married today. I don't think it's at a time. I can't remember if it is well. Oh, you know what? Please don't be a cinematic immediately. Please give me a moment to hit escape. This is your wedding day. Okay, settings. We are going to turn on the in-game music just in case there's like some special music for this. Because in this case, I do actually know we've got a thing happening today. We'll make it, I don't know, we'll if we have to adjust the volume, we adjust the volume. Are you ready for your wedding? Yes, I have turned on the in-game music. I appreciate that her wedding dress is set up to make sure everyone can see that full tattoo. The other side's all big and covered, but the side of the tattoo, she's like, nope, every inch of that tattoo is being shown. Welcome all to this joyous occasion, the wedding of our friends Yuri and Human. It's an honor to be here to unite these two lovebirds today. Human, do you want to read your vow? And we could choose, Yuri, I vow to you that I will always cherish, support, and love you always. Yuri, a lifetime is not long enough for me to wake up every morning next to you. I'm lost for words. No, I will read my vow to Yuri in private. That is a weird... I could see why you would want to do that, like, maybe you and the other person have very personal vows you want to do. That feels weird for me, but that could also just be based on my own experiences, traditions, whatever. Like, to me, this most aligns with what kind of stuff we'd say traditionally from my cultural background. That is just sweet. I'm just gonna do with this one, which is, Yuri, I vow to always cherish you, support, and love you always. Thank you, Human. Human, from the first moment we met, I saw you as a kindred spirit, a partner who embraces the whimsy of life while carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. You inspire me. Today, standing before you, and before those we hold dear, literally everyone in town, I, Yuri, promise to love you and laugh with you and stand by you in your greatest triumphs and our hardest trials, and to always remind you of the joy we found in each other's arms. In you, Human, I have found my heart's home, my confidant, my partner in all things. From this day until my last day, I am yours. So I just want to go ahead and put here, so on the equality of the vows here, Yuri definitely overachieved, and we did minimal viable product. We basically said, yo, we're just gonna love and cherish. And she's like, I wrote, let me get out my notes. Human, do you promise, Yuri, to honor and love in sickness and in health as long as you both shall live? And we say, I do. That would be dirty to give us the choice to be like, never mind on that scene. Yuri, do you promise to Human to honor and love in sickness and health so long as you both shall live? Yes, I do. And now, by the power vested in me, I pronounce you married. Yay! I should have changed my character's outfit for this. My character's wearing, like, a slime robe. To be fair, it is our fanciest outfit. So Yuri is now our wife, and we've gained relationship with Connor for some reason. And because it was our wedding day, we literally don't get to participate in that day at all. I forgot about that aspect of it. So literally the 7th didn't happen. That birthday we was going to give gifts for? Nope. No gifts for Antonio. Alright, so I'm going to turn back on our music and turn off the game music. And the reason I've been turning off the game music, by the way, is because it stays off 90% of the time, and it's good music, but there's just too much time it's not going. Thank you for helping me set up my home office here, hon. I'll see if I can stop by the beach shack today. I'm thinking about making some lobster for dinner, yeah? Our water dispenser at the clinic broke the other day. Good thing I knew how to fix it. Charles was helpless and didn't drink anything until I came to the clinic. Alright, so what does her office look like in here? Fair enough. Pretty straightforward office, honestly. Cool. Human, I saw you passed out yesterday and I carried you to the hospital. I was told it was nothing serious, but you need to rest. Hope you feel better soon. That's clearly a bug. Unless our wedding got pretty wild that I'm not aware of. I'm pretty sure we did not, in fact, actually pass out yesterday and need to be hospitalized, considering that would imply we were taken to work for our wife to look at us. You'll find your hospital bill behind this letter. To the happy couple, congratulations. Your wedding was absolutely beautiful. I picked out something special for you two. I hope you like it. We got a cabin wall clock. You're wondering, oh, right. Samaru is missing his lobster. That would be truly awful. I got this lobster, and Samaru just shows up. He's like, oh my god, Poseidon, how could you? All right, so with that, chat, it is about that time that my wife gets home that I go to. That clock was wrong. Yeah, that's fine. It's a graphic. I'm sure you could go up and like right-click on it. It tells you the time. But it's about the time my wife gets home, so usually what I do is I take about a 5-minute break to welcome her home, throw some food in, because just with timing, they can't really eat before or after stream unless they want to starve half the day. So I do take about a 5-minute break, and then I'll be back for more Coral Island. We have officially successfully married Yuri, and we are in line for all of the other things to fall into place. I'm going to hope we can knock it out today. If not, it might go one more stream longer, but I'm hoping we can get this all done soon. In the meantime, thank you again for tuning in. It'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I was waiting for there to be like a med kit in there and just like med kit myself back up. Well, there's those chemicals I needed. And dead. You're half expecting a random get. Oh, just like a.
And now, let's talk about what you've got under there. Holy Haha!
You are impressed by my ceremonial weapons. Each of these weapons have drank their fill of blood in ceremonial combat, or of the blood of those who tried to remove them from me. Did I stutter? The blood of those who tried to remove them from me stains these weapons. Ha ha! You are indeed brave, little one. Brave and stupid. Let the combat commence. Kapla!
Need to sit for a moment and rest. Drop the backpack, do some exercises. I was saying is going to get curious late game is when I get to the point that our passive maxed out. There's going to be a lot of times where it's like, well, what do I do now? Like, we can't keep fighting. It's too late, too dark to do that safely. I guess we just stand by our 10 and fast forward. Why are you rummaging through my trash? That person will die this day.
Must have time to happen.
My champion, energize the spears. Consumed.
Oh, we're dead.
Be gone.
Oh. One prisoner is rioting. Oh. Well. I blinked. Why did I think that was gonna work? No, don't say that way. I don't have any of the... Hey, see? Perfect. It went exactly according to plan. Obviously, it did not go at all according to plan. That said, we actually didn't take any damage from that. And it certainly could have gone worse. Getting one of the things that really makes it easier to pick up trees. That's not what I want. I knew that was coming the moment that happened. But in theory, eventually that would get pulled in as well. No, I could have saved it there. I saw it starting to tip, and I kind of hesitated for a moment. Ho. Please step forward when you get up. Please step forward when you get up. Buddy, you and me, let's do the worm over on this side. People will hear me say clip that in the replay of the clips, and they will clip the clip because they're not paying that close attention, that they just hit clip because I say to. Hang on. What? What is that nightmare? Like, the helicopter didn't bring that much. No, I get that's from the trap, but it's the sheer number that's like, what? Kids are such easy to become friends. Besides, we all know between Devin and Bronson, which of these two is the cooler one. Why are your arms doing the things? Please, Devin, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. We require everyone to follow human anatomy. Don't get mad at me. Stop. This is okay. Alright, I'm sorry. Hey. Tynan? That's not okay, man. Very clearly this isn't my fault. Oh, it's not even... The worst thing is it's not even the darkness hurting them. They walked into the 2 tiles of fire, and they are dying in the fire. And I'm losing my entire reputation with them, all the way from 98. The whole way down. We were allied with them. We are no longer allied with them. I want to clarify, murdering that person, just straight out murdering them, is not... Destroy it all. First shot was a complete dud. Here goes the anti-grain. Target sighted and target dealt. Okay. Back to the demonstration. We can pretend it's closed. And what I'll do is I'll do this. I'll walk up and I'll start mashing space to bang the door a bunch, or I will yell a bunch and I'll wait out here. And the reason I'm doing that is that way I can start hearing the zombies banging around and stuff inside the house, so that I don't have to worry about some clever little zombie hiding in the closet or anything like that. And once you've done that like 2 or 3 times, then you can just pop in here. And anytime I cross the threshold, I'll try and, you know, run just a step or 2. Just that way if something does grab for me, we're good. Doesn't do me any good when there's a dead end. But yeah, so because of that, I know this building should be completely empty of zombies. Because the inside... Okay. Oh, none of these are great choices.
No, those are both real bad.
I know. Oh, right.
Yes.
And I am
More
back.
thing.
Sorry for the delay and all that good stuff. Strider heard clip that. Please tell me you didn't clip the clip of the clip kind of thing. It happens. Actually, like, I don't know what's changed. We have genuinely had almost no clips on the channel for like the last week and a half, 2 weeks kind of thing. Like, there's been 1 or 2, but most of the ones we've seen, other than those like 1 or 2, were mostly, you know, people clip some random thing out of context, didn't title it, didn't anything it. So I'm like, they clipped me saying a random sentence that by itself doesn't mean anything. It happens. Now, so you got the soundtrack. Sometimes you listen to it while playing, but you shut off the in-game music. Yeah, the two problems, and that's not just a Coral Island problem. It's almost every game in this genre. Is even if they have absolutely amazing music, one of 2 things happens. Either one, when you're playing the game, like the music just does not show up. Like you'll run around and just be listening to the wind. Or 2, they do the thing where you go from one screen to the next, and it cuts off the song you're listening to, and it starts the next one. And then you walk into a building, and it cuts off the music, it starts the next one. And you walk out of the building, and it cuts off the music and goes back. And I do feel like there needs to be some type of balance, like have like your generic "this is the seasons" kind of music that just keep playing as you go in and out of buildings. And then you get to like your cinematic where it's like, oh, it's like the emotional moment one, do the emotional moment music. Oh, it's a thing I haven't seen in these games so much, where you have like your different characters be like, this is the Leah's music, this is the Shane's music, this is this character's music. Not even Stardew Valley does that. Weirdly, sort of, kind of, Shane and Leo sort of ish kind of have their own music, but none of the other characters do. But it'd be nice to have more of that. But we did lose all of yesterday, because we got married. So I gotta run around and see what didn't get done and get it all sorted out. All right. So you can get all this. And our animals will be all sad because... Well, I mean, they won't actually be sad. They'll just have eaten more of our stuff. Because we didn't let them out. Yeah, so it looks like I only need a total of 8 of the osmium quality large eggs, and then 8 of the osmium quality large buffalo milk. And you've already got 4 of the large 5 of the large buffalo milk. And then we only have 1 of the eggs so far. But I did pick it up an absolutely unreasonable number of the ostriches, so that hopefully, if that does start to delay, we're gonna have that. You've learned how to mod supermarket sim? That's fine. Alright, so I've got those 2. Okay, so I need 3 more Velociraptor prints, just the 1 more Gallimimus. So 1 more Gallimimus is there, and there's the 3, so we're all good in those. And those should be timed fairly well up. That'll be able to go from one to the other pretty quick. We did also get ourselves another thing of wool. So that's good news. So we can drop that in. And let the machine load. Okay, you can drop off the llama stuff. And honestly, drop all of this in here and not really worry about it. And then the rest of this we could drop off. Cool. If you found out the game can be modded, you'll mod it. That's fine. I do think it's good that all these games have the ability to mod. Okay, so we now officially have enough durians of osmium quality to make all the jam that we need to for all of that stuff. And let me double check with the way those machines are all set up that I could just drop the durians into it and it will feed them into the mason jar and I don't have to worry about them getting fed into the wrong machine. Because I know they can't go to the mayonnaise machine or the cheese press or any of those things. So we should be good with all that. Yeah, so there's the durians. Let's grab 8 of those. We've got you. Cool. Alright. Oh, so mason jar isn't even hooked up to these. That's probably something I should fix. Gonna just drop these in here for right now. So I've got 8 of the 8 of those so far. We can grab all of that out. But oh, you have a truck at side and you hated how it was slower than a cold November. And we got a whole bunch of the osmium kelp essence. So that's also good news. Alright, so let's put the durian down there. And that's a large salted duck egg. Let's make sure that's actually what I'm looking for with these things. Because I would hate to accidentally waste some of the ostrich eggs only to realize I was getting the wrong thing. At least with that, once that scales up, I shouldn't have to worry about too much. And also we can pop in here now, and I should be able to put some of the auto things on here. Oh, actually, I might even have enough for all of it. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a little scared that I don't know where it's going to pull those from. But I'm going to do it anyways. Because with that, these are all automated. Alright, so that's another small Maramoo milk. So pick up everything we can. I'm not seeing much of the way of the ones that use the mirror. Thank you, wifey. You enjoy as well. I appreciate you. Alright. So I can sell all of these. Yeah, we don't care about the little Maramoo milk, it's only the larger one. That does smell pretty good. All right. Pop up here and drop these off. You never got to the horses? Yeah. That's, I do think at some point, probably on my own time, probably not on stream, I'll revisit Sunnyside. Like I mentioned before, it is one of those games that it had a bit of a rough launch. It just, the polish kind of wasn't really there. And there's just like a lot of things that are like not really balanced well and all that. Like, not that it's a bad game or anything like that. I don't want it to make it sound like that. But it definitely had some rough edges. And that was just one of those things that, because of it, on like Twitch and YouTube and all that, it lived a very short life. It is one of those things that when you have a rough launch, it's hard, not impossible to come back from, but it definitely puts you in a not great place. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we should be able to go here and say seed attachment. Plunk that in there. Seed attachment. Plunk that in there. Yep. Oh, it chose the wrong thing. We'll drop a bunch of the ones that don't have much in them there. That one's just been topped off. And I know they've had a lot of really good updates for Sunnyside. But just kind of one of those things, barring some big movement kind of thing, I don't think they'll be able to, like, bring people back. Okay, so we got that dealt with, we got the other thing dealt with. Let's go over here and check for the mangosteens and the murex. And we'll keep that going. So forageable. Supposedly there is murex on the beach. We got a mangosteen just next to us. This is a weirdly low amount of forageables today. Yes, we've got a just outside the farm. We've got a mangosteen just up this way. And then we got the murex. I'm gonna go ahead and, even though it's just up there, I'm gonna run up to, like, up the shore towards the cave, and then teleport down to go check the beach. Just in case those, like, the forageable thing shouldn't be taken as writ. That it just... Wasn't it, like, right up here? Oh, there it is. And it's in our osmium quality, which is perfect. So that means we're just shy of halfway through all our mangosteens without even getting any of the duplication involved or anything, so that's good news. Yeah, not seeing any others. So I'll pop back down to our farm, drop that off. Cool. I just hadn't checked out there, so that's what I was doing. Okay. And then now we can just run down here towards the beach. Check that out. Something else I should be taking the time for. It was what? Thursdays and Sunday evenings that the black market lady shows up. If that is the case, it might benefit us to go out of her way to drop by and see if we can't catch the ruby hairpin there, because that's the only thing I'm missing of all the artifacts, bones, fossils, all that kind of stuff. All right. And we've definitely seen more Murex on the beach than it lists. So that's part of the reason why, even when they don't show up, I run by here anyways. But we're only one Murex after this one away from being able to just, you know, deal with that. Honestly, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to use that last Murex we have. That's not the button I meant to do. Because I don't need the Murex for anything else right now. And this just gets us done. Because that means that'll be another thing I don't even have to think about. We've got literally these last 4 seeds. If I don't have anything else already planted, we'll cover our bases. So let's look at one of these things that... See if any of them didn't fully fill out their area. You were the one I put a bunch of little amounts of seeds on, right? No. I'm looking for one of these that doesn't have a lot of seeds. I could just yank the handful. Yeah, for right now, I'm going to yank all of those. And that means I'll just get done in time. I won't have to worry about it. Cool, so we're good there. And I could run around and just grab more osmium essence and all that. I don't think I'm going to bother. I think we're going to just, like, literally just advance the story. Just because right now we're on that home stretch where I have a handful of things I need, and that's it. So I'd like to keep that moving to try and keep the number of streams it's going to take us to wrap it up to not be super high. Let's see. Hey, Rual, I know this is off topic, but since you play No Man's Sky, where do you get the upgrade modules for your freighter so it has better warp capacity, etc.? I believe you can mostly get the... so the places I think you can get those from, if I recall correctly, and I'm not an expert on this, I believe you can do the missions on your freighter where you tell your like littler ships to go out and grab stuff and come back, where you burn the fuel to do that. I believe you can get them through that. I believe you can also get them from looking for freighter wrecks. I want to say you can find them from that as well. So that's where you go down to the planet and you find where there's a wrecked freighter. You can scan for that, if I remember correctly, under like the distress signals. I believe you can get them by doing the ghost freighters, where the freighter is in like a terrible shape and you kind of go through like room to room and, you know, fight the enemies and all that kind of stuff. I think you can get them from that. And then I think you might be able to just buy them straight up with nanites somewhere. I don't remember where you might be able to buy them from nanites. I believe that's where you can get them. If someone knows better, please answer that in, because I play it fairly casually. So I don't really have a whole thing. Yeah, no, that's where I'd go from there, is checking wikis or whatever. So I tried my hand at tidying up the house today, but I'm not sure if you can tell. Uh-oh, I might have unintentionally swapped Charles' patience files with mine. Oopsies. I'm not supposed to bring them home, but I'm a little late on documentation, so... That sounds like, honestly, kind of a big concern. Alright. Dear human, we're gathering at the lake tomorrow to celebrate the start of spring. There's a potluck cookout at the festival. Make sure you bring something yummy. Arrive at 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Mayor Connor. So last time we got a really high quality fruit and put it in there. Did not go well. Did really not go well. The judge or whatever was like, this is awful. Like, I'm not eating another bite. As like, oh. To be fair, fruit in a soup is pretty tough. Which one's superior? No Man's Sky or Starfield? That's like asking which is better, Call of Duty or Pokemon. You're comparing things that are just unrelated to each other in basically every way. Like, they're both... Alright, to be fair, they are both sci-fi games that, you know, you take place in space, and both have an exploration element to it. Where I would argue one of them, the exploration element is its primary element. That's basically 90% of what No Man's Sky is. Starfield is much more like a story-driven game. It's space Fallout. Or space, you know, whatever. Choices one. Didn't even hesitate. I don't personally think we should dump on Starfield nearly as much. It's not a bad game. It's not an amazing game. Like, I don't want to oversell it. And like, don't get me wrong, in a lot of ways at this stage, you know, No Man's Sky is a very impressive game. They're just very different games. But I also push back a lot of times when I hear people, like, when people tend to get very upset about, you know, games in general. Like, you'll have a game like Fallout 76 came out and people dumped on it super hard, and it's like, okay, is it my favorite game? Absolutely not. Is it a terrible game? No, I wouldn't say that. Is it a good Fallout game? No, I do honestly think the Fallout, you know, like, it really missed the Fallout one. You don't like Starfield because it doesn't feel like any other Bethesda game you don't know. Counter argument, that can be seen more as a pro than a con to a lot of people. Not as a bad mouth of Bethesda, but for a lot of us, we like not all our games to feel kind of the same, where you pick up a title from this company and it's the same as all of the other ones. If anything, could say it uninspired. I would agree with that. Like, that's the thing. I don't want to make it sound like it's better than it is. It's an okay game. But like, one thing to keep in context as well is we have No Man's Sky. It's been around for what, like almost 10 years now or something like that? Close to? Has it really been that long? It's been around for a while. Seeing more and more updates over time. Whereas Starfield's been out for less than a year now. So we'll see. If you're buying right now, right this second, you have to make your choice, I'd probably sit there and say No Man's Sky. But it is those things. If you're looking for more of an RPG game and you play No Man's Sky, you'll probably be disappointed. 8 years. Gotcha, 8 years. So almost 10 years, not quite. You're saying it doesn't feel like Bethesda title because it's not a buggy hot mess? To be fair, it did have quite a few bugs when it came out, but I would say of Bethesda title releases, it has been the least buggy, while still ultimately having no shortage of bugs. Like, it's still got a lot of bugs, but comparatively speaking. Yeah, and that's the thing. like both are excellent games in their own right. I would definitely say that Starfield, some of the big negatives about Starfield is, one, the load times are terrible. Like, just to be clear, if it's not running on an SSD, you're going to have a bad time. And you get hit with load screens a lot. There's definitely lots and lots of improvement they could be done with it. It is a very flawed execution kind of game. But I do feel like we do need to be honest that, like, they are just different games. So if you're going, hey, I am looking for... We'll deal with that dialogue in a second. Poor fellow, I just hate to see animals in pain. Me too. Work. According to the Scout's Guide to Wildlife Care, duck can get sick in lots of ways. Has he been drinking from stagnant ponds? Could be botulism. Botulism? No, it's just a cold. Anyway, he only likes bottled water. Has he had any castor beans recently? Maybe it's castor bean poisoning? I don't even know what those are. Most nights, we just split a pizza. Okay. Avian cholera, aflatoxin poisoning. It's just a cold. Duck plague. Duck plague? No, Archie, you're way off. This is a cold. He's had this before. He just needs rest. How long has he been sick again? I'm not really sure. A while now. Stop, Archie. I don't want Fun Bucket to hear all the terrible things he might have. It's just a cold, boy. You're gonna get back on your feet in no time. We just need to keep the positive vibes flowing, okay? Oh, maybe it's... positive vibes. Maybe it's just a cold. But yeah. So it's just one of those things that, like, if we were to go say, okay, like an actual good comparison, you know, for No Man's Sky, it's actually kind of hard to find a good comparison just because there's really not many games that kind of hit in that same, like, there's nothing that's a perfect match for it, certainly, but there's not many games that kind of even hit in a thing that'd be like, this is the game I'm going to compare it against. Because it has to be a game that, like, exploration is kind of your main thing, but even the games that do have exploration as a core mechanic, there's just not really many good ones that you can align it with. Because, like, you know, sure, Elite Dangerous, you've got your large-scale space exploration, but, you know, combat and all that are, like, very core to that game. And it does the simulation. It's like capital S simulation that they're really kind of going for in their version of the physics. You know, realistic kind of thing. You know, not actually realistic. It doesn't align with real reality, but they're going for that. So it's just not a good match. And there's, like, elements that you see with, like, Spore for the random generation, but, you know, certainly Spore is not an exploration game at all. Let alone when I say, like, Spore having a real focus on space stuff at all. Did I already do the ocean stuff? I have completely lost track of the order of the operations I've done today. Let's check the ocean stuff just to make sure. Star Citizens, compared to Starfield? Not really. Star Citizen's universe is extremely small compared to Starfield. No, actually, you might be a little bit more onto it. Yeah, no, I'd say maybe Star Citizen's a bit more fair. Again, with a massive, like, the exploration side of it is nowhere near as big in Star Citizen. And then I would also argue that the simulation of combat, so far as space combat and Starfield, is definitely... Yes, definitely Starfield, like, it's space combat. I actually am pretty disappointed with Starfield space combat, but that's coming from me as someone who has a lot of background in space simulation games. Like, I played the old X-Wing and TIE Fighter games. I played... Elite Dangerous is one of my most played games of all times. And so Starfield definitely on the flight, like the space flight mechanics, feels pretty underwhelming. But I think part of that is the game wasn't intended to be a space simulation game. It's kind of a bit of everything. Even then, you'd pick the dev group that doesn't gouge their prices overly so. Yeah, I'm not personally a fan of Star Citizen. Now, granted, I don't get nearly as what's the word I want to use? Not aggressive. I don't make nearly as much a stink of it. I do personally dislike the way their monetization has gone over the years. I did kickstart it, and then when they started, you know, selling, like, you can buy real estate on this planet that doesn't exist yet, and it cost you literally thousands of US dollars. And it's kind of like, I'm sorry, what? That definitely rankles me the wrong way, that even though I kickstarted, I haven't gone back to it, because I'm like, yeah, I just, you know, it's just one of those things that, like, it just really kind of not something I'm happy about. It is very much kind of a slippery slope kind of thing where it's pulling my... Now, granted, it's trying to be the everything game. So one thing is I don't need you on me anymore. And the reason I don't need that on me anymore is I've got everything hooked up with sprinklers. Alright, how are we doing on the jam making? So you're about to get the next jam done. Grab the mayo. Someone said Star Citizen was like the brag about your fancy car event, but for a game. Especially since they sell stuff for real money. It feels that way. And if it does feel like I am just blasting through time now, that's because I'm blasting through time now. Not really more to add to that. I'm waiting on a handful of things that literally the in-game days is my limiter. I can go around and just pull up more stuff out of the caves and get more ore in that, but it doesn't really help much. Okay, we've got the festival today. I thought it'd be harder to adjust moving in with you. But look at us. It's not even been a full week, and we're already grooving. We just clicked, don't you think? Ever heard of the twin flame stuff? Someone told me about a long time ago. When I was dispatched. I think you might be mine? I have no idea about the twin flame stuff. There's something so calming about this place, so peaceful. Don't worry about Charles. He's in good hands. I've got everything under control. Let me do the worrying for both of us, cool? Okay. Alright. So we need to go around and do all our crop stuff real fast. The other thing I need to do this in-game day is we need to go to our ocean stuff, and I need to decide what I am bringing for the thing. I think I'm gonna go for like an osmium quality cheese, because it's soup. Cheese works really well in a lot of soups. And I've done that again where I accidentally kick the animals out and then put them back in. Alright. Let's see, twin flame, two flame that match each other, yet burn separately. So I'm guessing. Like, that's a thing. She didn't elaborate on it, she just assumed I understood the cultural reference. Alright, so I can grab you out. So the goat cheese wheel here, that's what's going in the soup. And we can go here and grab you. And that'll finish off the last of that. All right. It does seem like my machines are getting jammed less often. I don't know if that's just me seeing what's not there, but that is what I am perceiving. All right, so let's pop down here. And all I need to do is make sure that these replant to themselves. And get my stuff. Yeah, so it is just with the building. Oh my god, please. Alright, so with all those, I still haven't gotten a second large one. Like I said, the good news is I don't need to get the osmium quality. Did I actually not ring the bell? Yeah, okay, so we're calling the animals outside. And we're gonna try and check if we can get the mangosteen and murex today. I am noticing you do not appear to have all your seeds down. Do we have one of these that's got a bunch of spare seeds in it by chance? Actually, do you already have these seeds planted? Boom. So we can put this right here. I'll take care of that for right now. Cool. Alright, so let's drop all of you off. Do not sell the cheese. Pop back here. I'm gonna go ahead and toss the cheese in, or toss the marrow milk or whatever it is over here to just keep having it make cheese or whatever. Ooh, we actually got another winning thing going on here. So let's drop that in for right now. And that other winning thing we've got is we just finished with the next set of fossils. So what I could do is pop up here real fast. That is enough for the Gallimimus. So I've got the Gallimimus, we've got that. I need to pop over here because I need glass, I need batteries, I need the osmium bars, which I believe is actually only 2, and I believe that's everything for putting up our next hologram. And then what was the next thing on the duplication list? It's not the murex, because I should have everything I need for that. We could put the mangosteen in. I do feel like I am going to just find the mangosteen in time. And putting in the extra velociraptor feet wouldn't do anything. Trying to think of what we're still missing for the guardian stuff. I've got you. Like the durian jam is literally processing right now. That'll be done tomorrow. Can I do the egg? Can I just duplicate the egg? If I could duplicate the ostrich eggs, that'd work. I don't think that'll work. Nope. That'd have been too easy. Yeah, so we can't duplicate the ostrich eggs or the cheese. I could start duplicating the mangosteen, but honestly, I feel like we're gonna get that way faster than I need to worry about it. We're good on the osmium bars and all that. I feel like it needs to be doing something. For the moment, just so it's not sitting idle. Because I don't have time to run around to do a bunch more with that. Alright, so let's check on the foraging thing. Do we have any mangosteens up here? We got one right at the cave. So we'll grab that. And then we'll get to the festival by means of the beach. Well, actually, we'll just go to the festival just to make sure we don't miss it. So we're going to grab the mangosteen. Give me osmium. Cool, that's 5. And then we will go directly to the festival to make sure I don't miss it. I feel like it was available at 9. Yeah, so I need 3 more of those, and then that'll be another mural section done. And if it is something I have to wait till noon or something for the festival, does it actually tell me the time? No. If I have to wait till like noon for the festival or something like that, we can run down to the beach and check for Murex. Cool. Let's see, you're once in a relationship with someone who said their ex was their twin flame. You noped out that day. Yeah, I feel like anytime you're in a relationship with someone and they're like, oh yeah, like, my ex was my soulmate, and it's anything other than like they passed away or something, but they're just like, their ex was their soulmate, that'd be definitely like, then why are you here? So I'm gonna place the item in the hot pot. So I'm going to be putting some high-quality cheese in there. All right. Do you have... Okay, so they do not have a what's the word I'm looking for? A scarecrow. It's chill here. It's comforting. Are we allowed to grab some food? I've cleared the area. Just locals, some tourists around the area. Everything should be safe for the festival. Listen, human. Sometimes getting to know everybody is tiring, but it's worth it. You're part of the community now. Just like our wine, festivals like this are the identity of Coral Island. Don't you agree, human? No. We're still getting ready for the main event. Maybe you could contribute to the potluck before it starts. That's unfortunate. Okay then, sit tight. We'll be starting soon. No rush, human. The festival's about immersion. Immerse yourself. Everyone's brought such lovely dishes to the potluck. I could smell the yumminess from here. The lake looks so serene surrounded by these blossoms. I think he was saying bummer because he looked at my inventory, and because I already put something in, I have nothing else in my inventory that would be eligible. So the assumption is that's the dialogue you would get if you had nothing. You'd be like, oh, yeah, sorry. That clearly means you don't want me. It's your ex. Apparently you're delusional. Yeah, it's just one of those things like, you're very not over your ex. Maybe you should sort that out, then we can talk. It sure is pretty today. Can't ask for better potluck weather. I don't know, Paul. I found true love going out on a date to get tacos in the pouring rain. Let's be honest, it wasn't a great decision on the character's part. For those who missed our date with Yuri, it happened to be raining that day, so it was raining the whole date, and we were like sitting outside eating in the rain. Hey, human, how's the festival? There's more coming, don't worry. The Tom Hang is over there, dear. I hope there's enough for everybody. Eva's croissant is getting lots of compliments just for the looks. Maybe I should ask her to add it to the menu. She has her own bakery now, Sam. You're just gonna have to learn about that. So much good food on the table. Maybe I should calm down at the Tumpeg and save some space for them. I saw Oliver trying to catch a fish at the lake earlier this morning. I think he wanted to contribute to the potluck. So cute. I think I spent too much time at my PC. My eyes feel kind of crusty. Mom spent the whole night baking. I'm glad to see you're having a good time today. I love the food here. Everything is delicious. Wow, the potluck looks amazing. But, oh, never mind. I did say there's way too much food, but I think it's okay once in a while. Cooking is relaxing. But it's more relaxing to sit back and eat. Look at those cherry blossoms. My baby brother Frank is the guy grilling stuff. A lot like Dad. I do kind of wish they would advance some of those dialogues as you got to know people, because it's weird that we're like on year 3, or whatever. I think we're on year 3. Are we in year 3? Whatever year we're on. Basically, we've been here for a while, and very clearly we know everyone in town fairly well at this point. And it's just kind of one of those things that you'd be like, yeah, no, I know your baby brother. We've met a couple dozen times. Why must everyone in the game be so hot? Because that's just the way it is. Today is a rest day for me. What? The food is way too heavy for me. It's nice to see everyone enjoying the festival. Oh, we've already dialogued our wife too much. The songs Theo sang really fit the mood. He's not bad looking. I mean, not a bad singer. You heard nothing. Hey, come over here, human. Let's dance. Nina gets no lines. I see how it is. Time to absorb the good vibes. Breathe in energy. Breathe out stress. Sing along, human. Come on. You know the next part, right? The princess requested the kingdom's special seaweed for the potluck, so I quickly swam down this morning to pick them up. Good thing I made it out on time. Enjoying yourself, human? I should have brought Stefan. He'd really enjoy this. I'll bring him some Loda next year. It's this delicious dish with coconut milk. You'll love it. More people told me they saw beavers on the lake. Thankfully, Paul brought his camera. If we're lucky, we might get a picture or two. Archie, be careful with the worms. There he goes again. Walter's asking me questions about my coffee bean dealer, and I'm not telling. I know what he's doing. It's always a pleasure to spread my spring here. My spring here. Well, part of my spring anyway. Please wait a little longer. We're still preparing for the main event. You should try the mini games. You look like you're having fun. It's not bad hanging out in the open air like this, is it? Mr. Theo is so good at singing. I want to be like him when I grow up. What do you be when you grow up? Whatever I feel like. Yeah, Mr. Theo is finally singing a good song, and not all that garbage he listens to normally. He's got some nice J-pop going now. Yeah, this is fine by me. I don't crave durian all that bad. As long as Frank here grills enough apples, we are A-okay. Good food, good weather, good company. I'm like a promotional poster trying to reinforce your feelings. I'm not interested in the sack race. I'm here for the potluck. Rub-a-dub-dub and thanks for the grub. Hope they don't strain themselves in the sack race. You included, Farmer Human. Smells good, right? I gathered dried coconut husk for the grill this morning. We've been grilling with dried coconut husk for generations. Frank's super excited about it. Are you saying hi to everybody? You poor thing. It sounds exhausting. Yup. Only got a couple more people to say hi to. The kids aren't even stopping for a break. Looks like I managed to reel them into fishing. How about you? Are you fishing these days? Nope, not at all. I got some fish and I gave them to Mr. Frank. I hope you can make that like Mr. Jim smoked salmon. Mom told me to keep an eye out for beavers while fishing. Did you see any delicious human? Forgot about the delicious thing. Okay. Wait. Did that say talk over here? Oh, it was a frog and I interacted with it. It hopped away. All right. Let's see who we have the worst relationships of people here. So, Wataru, Paul, and Nina. Because I'm sitting on a pile of pink diamonds on it, and I might as well deal with them while they're here. So, Nina's here. Spectacular. I'm excited to enjoy this. Thank you, my love. I don't think Wataru is even here, so we'll go ahead and write him off in consideration. Let's actually see what it says. Supposedly he's at home. So yeah, so sorry Wataru, you don't make the cut then. We've got Paul and Ling. So Paul is over here somewhere. Where'd you go? There you are, Paul. Whoa, thank you. And then there's Ling. How kind, thank you. Who else do we have? Then we've got Jack and Emma. So Jack was over here somewhere. There you are. Thank you, I like this a lot. I don't remember seeing Emma. I may have just forgotten. You hear Emma? Nope, Emma is working at their taco stand. So Emma's not here right now. I've got Zoe and Scott. Oh wait, Scott's over here. I'm thinking the other festival. There's Scott. This is incredible. Thank you so much. We can go find Zoe. Cookies! Thanks, delicious human. Don't eat it. We've got Sam. And then Pablo. So Sam is gonna be over here. You caught me off guard there, human. Thank you. And you were way over here. That's solid, thank you. Cool, so we gave out all the gifts we can. We got a bunch of people's relationships up. So we're doing good. We've got a ton of people at 8 now. Oh, Antonio, I forgot. Because we gave him stuff on his birthday, that jumped him up a lot. Yeah, so we're doing good. We only got a couple people at 5, and everyone else is at 6 or higher. So that's going really well for us. So with that, let's go ahead and hop in here and start the sack race so we can get the extra stuff from it. At this point, we have enough stamina that I believe we won't technically be able to push through the whole thing without stopping once. We'll get right up to the finish line area. Actually, we can go the whole way. And, like, we run out of stamina literally crossing the finish line. Cool. So let's get our 100 merit points. And go from there. Because there's still a couple more things I want to get with the merit points. The merit points are one of those things that do hit a point where after a certain while they don't really hold much value after that. Like you unlock all the things you want. And the next closest person is halfway through the second lap. Okay. Get wrecked, Archie. You beat me the first year, and you will never again know victory. Alright, and there's our 100 points, and a bunch of candied tree seeds that I don't need. Because honestly, it's very rare we need stamina right now. Okay, so, double checking, we already checked the store. Yeah, so it's just the potluck event. And he already put her cheese in there, so let's start the main event. Just double checking it's there. Yes, it is. Weirdly, I replayed the animation, but that's fine. All right. Do the kids' characters age well? Not yet. That is something they are adding in. I believe it's, I can't remember if it's like 1.3 or 1 or 1.2. That the kids, from what I remember, this could be wrong, is I believe the kids will age up to be like teenagers or like about that area. They'll never become adults, but they are supposed to age up a bit. Just like your kids are supposed to be able to have like infant, toddler, and then like get to child-ish. From what I recall from when they were announcing everything. But that's not in yet. Those are all like stretch goal kind of items. Folks, it's finally time for our main event. The soup is now ready. Big thanks for all of your contributions. And you can imagine there's the one person in the corner. I added the water. All that water in there, I added that. I went to the lake. It's probably fine. Miss Ross, would you do us the honor of tasting it? Of course. Thank you, Mayor Connor. So the first year we had a solidly meh. The second year we had this is appalling. What is this? So hopefully we've got a better result today because we've had a trending down. So this year she's definitely dead from food poisoning. This soup will reflect the unity of your town. It's time to taste what you've all come together and made today. It's a big thing of cheese. She better like it. It's okay. I taste nothing special with soup. I put in a giant wheel of cheese. Well, as long as it's edible, everyone can consider it a success. Boo. How is osmium quality cheese not a win in that salad? Or salad, soup. Definitely identifying as a salad is not making my case. Alright, so let's grab the durian jam. We can grab the mangosteens. Because you put cheese in soup. There is a lot of soup that is like cheese and broccoli. Yeah, French onion soup has a big old pile of cheese on the top of it. Chili, you pile up the cheese on top of it. There is a lot of soup that accepts cheese and is great for it. That said, certainly adding stuff like a bunch of cheese to ramen is a bit of a weird vibe. It would, honestly, I think it would still taste good. It'd just be very unusual. So there's the durian jam done. We just got the mangosteen jam there. And then our animal stuff here. And then the mural's done. We're gonna teleport down to the beach. Yeah, so there's lots and lots of soups that cheese works. There's also lots of soups that cheese doesn't work. You don't think a big wheel of goat cheese in a hot pot is a good thing? Well, right, but that's a very specific soup. This is like... This would be more of a stew if you're having literally everyone bring in basically anything and chuck it in there. That said, it could just be it's the wrong ingredient. What's funny is the first time we played it, I think it was the very first year we got like a really good result. I don't remember what we tossed in there. I'm not super worried about it. I already have the achievement for having, you know, there's an achievement if you get like the best possible result. You used to drizzle melted chocolate over ramen, so you can't judge. That's fair. You're not super worried? No. Next question. Oh, right, and the museum. Because that'll be good. That'll be another part of this done. So we're on the home stretch of the museum. Oh, I haven't been in the museum since I put down 2 of those? How's that work? Wait. Because I don't know. I'm not going to ask questions. It's fine. So I can claim that one's result. And there's the Gallimimus. And now we have just the Velociraptor after that, which... Sand eating. Look, man, he's got an upset stomach. Maybe he's doing the thing where birds where they eat rocks, so that helps them digest. But, you know, in a more confusing and cursed kind of way. Eating a mouthful of sand, which probably wouldn't work. Okay. So yeah, so... the museum's all secure. We got that locked in. We've got to wait just for those two to get done. We've got the mango seed stuff going. Okay. So I should probably grab the cheese to at least age it. That's all fine and dandy. Those aren't really doing anything right now. Okay. Yep, it's getting late. That's fine. Cool. So I got everything I need to get done today. We got another major milestone done with all that. I've already talked to my wife too much today, so she'll refuse to say anything else to me. Alright, so 140 merit points. I didn't mean... Okay. The Gallimimus is processing. We gained relationship with... is that 5 people? Hey, that's not bad. Considering how a lot of our people are starting to max out or getting close to that, it wouldn't surprise me if we start seeing less and less and less relationships going up. Good thing no one got sick yesterday. I had a bit too much beer, and wouldn't have been any use. The Cherry Blossom Festival was really nice, wasn't it? I had a lot of fun. I like going to festivals with you, hun. Most people usually get their flu vaccines in the winter or spring. That's when you're the most vulnerable. I get mine in the fall to prepare for the coming season. Give it a try. See how it feels. Cool. Oh, you know what? I should probably still do nice things for you. Green curry? Just what I was craving. Love it. I probably should still remember that, you know, it's probably a good idea to give your wife a gift from time to time. Alright, so spring 12th, so it's tomorrow's the next set of birthdays. Oh, so you're still doing your seed, so we'll let that run for a minute. Alright, I want to get those all to be on the same day, so I'm not running around here 2 separate days. Okay. Come on with the osmium quality milk and more wool. We got wool. I don't know how we got 2 wool in that time, but I'm not going to complain, because that's... The wool is the thing that's holding up the attractions, so any extra wool I can get is just a big win. Alright. I'll leave that to just do its thing for right now. Cool, and let's pop over here. Drop in the wool real fast. Grab out the mayonnaise. We can drop in the milk and the duck egg. And give that a moment to get that started. Cool. Now I can drop in the other 2. And I just want to do that so I prioritize that. Okay, so right now we are sitting at 10 wool, and I need 20. So it is... Like I said, that is my unfortunate bottleneck right now that I can't really do much to speed that up. Because by the time I got another sheep up to the age where it can start producing the wool, it's going to be done anyways. So, it's kind of either way. And you did manage to replant everything? Good. Cool, so let's go and check the underwater stuff. And then we're going to go look for more mangosteen and the murex. And that'll kind of be our cycle for right now. Because we're basically at the home stretch here. And you need more seeds. And you need more seeds. Alright. And honestly, the next time I get like an Osmium Murex, I'm no longer going to be looking for the Murex even. Ah, give me another big one. I should have checked how many needed. Actually, I probably should just check. I was going to say I should have, but I can right now. Let's check, because I'm pretty sure I need 4 of the large cheese wheels from the Marmou. Let's double check that. So you can go up here, and I want to say it's just around the corner from here. It is straight down. Alright, so we'll drop the anchor there. I can pop up, and where we pop up, I can just check the beach for the Murex real fast. I'm pretty sure this is, This is just going to take 4 of the cheese. Five of the cheese. Okay. So 5 cheese. So I've got 1, and it's literally just getting the large milk, which is just as it ages up and it gets happier with us, we'll get more and more of it. So that's all we're waiting on, is just get that last little bit. You look beautiful, my darling. How's the boat ride? You know, not my favorite. But I'll live. Mom sends this for you, Alice. For this for you and Alice. Oh, minced jackfruit pie, my favorite. I know. She makes the best one. I know. Alright. We're just checking for a Murex real fast. Then we'll go check for the mangosteen. And then I'm torn about... We probably kill some time doing something today to check on the black market tonight. And see if we can't get lucky and get the ruby hairpin. I don't think that'll be necessary to S-rank the town, but I'd be really disappointed if it is. So then the question for doing that is probably my best bet of getting that would be to go to the Savannah Mines and going out of my way to choose just the floors where we get those nodes and not just the best floors. Okay. Right, we're checking for the mangosteens. That's right. So forage, mangosteens. We got mangosteen up by the cave. Then you can pop over to the savannah, and I have to remember which part of it gives me the coffers. Come on, osmium. Nope, gold doesn't count. That's also why I didn't bother immediately tossing, like, just trying to get all of them going. I tossed a couple in. Just in case I get unlucky, I could still fall back on duplicating. Because I've got 2. We've already got 3 of the the jam I need. All right. So let's see where we can find the copper area and just start popping those to try and get that ruby hairpin in. I'm not going to do that every day because I don't want to sit there and grind it out. So what we'll do is, like I said, for today, I want to be back to check the black market. Okay. So let's try from floor 25. I'm looking for what section gives me nothing but copper nodes. Because we're not holistically looking for everything now. I just need coppers. Okay, do we have any? Alright, so we'll just go down a floor. Because that's all I want to see right now. Is if I'm in the right section. Nope, that's geodes. Blue's geodes, we don't want those. Alright, so we'll check the next section. We'll actually check... It might even be the first section that had them. Okay. Yes, we're just trying to go through here, find coppers. And then because Thursdays are the days that... Well, the thing is, Thursdays and Sundays are the days that the black market comes by. And if you remember the rules of the black market is, it has, like, the items she has for the week. So it's not every day her items change, it's weekly. So if I catch her on Thursday, we can be good with that. Yep, so that's coppers. So that's what we're here for. Everything else, all we care about is get the copper, get to the next floor. Why is my targeting being all weird? It's almost as if, like, my mouse targeting turned off. Okay. There's also the very low chance I could just find another Velociraptor fossil, and every one of those I find saves me waiting for the next duplication to finish. That's not important, though. That's just minor speed up on that, which isn't my bottleneck. I think the bottleneck's probably ultimately going to be the attractions, just because I don't know what the next attraction's even going to be. There's always a possibility they'll be like, oh, I need more, like, llama fabric or whatever, and they'll have to wait on that. If we do get to the point now that we've gotten married, if it is one of those things that I'm just going to have to wait on, that makes me feel comfortable going after that off stream to, like, get all the stuff together and then do, like, one final stream of the game to, you know, show the culmination of those things. Because especially if it's something that's like, oh, you need 20, you know, like 20 more fabric or whatever, that's just going to take time. And certainly I could do a thing where literally we wake up, we check the thing, we go to bed, we wake up, we check the thing, go to bed. But that's always Always a tricky thing to decide whether or not you want to do that. I'm also still trying to max out our combat skill, which is the only reason I have the combat still turned on. Once we max it out, it's like, okay, fighting serves no purpose anymore. Alright, doesn't look like we have anything there. I mean, I shouldn't say it serves no purpose. It could be entertaining. But to me, the combat in this game is only alright. It's decent for the genre, but that's always one thing that's plagued the slice of life genre, is that almost every one of them includes combat, and the combat is always just okay. Some of them can be actually fairly bad combat, but usually most it's just okay. Which makes sense. It's not the focus on it to make the combat actually like good. You'd probably have to add more to it, and then it starts to become a bit too much of a focus of the game for people who that's not what they're looking for. Otherwise, it starts to become a bit more and a bit more and a bit more of like an action RPG and less of a slice of life game. That said, I could go for a and I think they do exist. There just hasn't been one that's been like a super standout. I could go for like a slice of life action RPG where you have like all the relationships and all that kind of stuff to work on and all that side, but instead of being a farmer or whatever, you know, you're an adventurer, an explorer, or something like that. Alright, I got excited for a moment because, like, wait, is that a Velociraptor? Nah, it's Tyrannosaurus. Okay. Add a bonus for getting stew for if I do need energy or anything. There we go. Finally some decent number of nodes. Yeah, once you see the nodes like that on a floor, I've never seen a floor have more than one set of nodes. Not that it... Like, it might be possible, but it seems so rare that, like, once you hit that set of nodes, you're like, okay, grab my nodes, get out of here. Let's just move on, get our most likely to get more stuff first. Yeah, that's what we want, is just all of those coppers. Because I don't know which one the ruby hairpin can come from. Because the only alternative way to farm it is if I knew what box it came from, I could go to that section of the underwater in their caves, and then grind just for those specific ones. Which might be something that if, for example, we finish the stream and I've got most of the stuff done, that ruby hairpin still that outlier I haven't managed to pin down, that would be a case where it might be worth my time to just look up, hey, you know, should I be farming the osmium ocean area or the gold ocean area or whatever, and then target farm that on my own time till we get it. But yeah, I do think realistically I've got one more stream of this to go after today. It's like I'm gonna try and get as much done as we can, but I will try and get it down to where I know I could finish the game in like one more stream or whatever to get the S rank and get that done. Because I love the game, and low key I want to be able to play it off stream to start wrapping a bunch of stuff up. And especially where we were at getting to that point of that date, I had debated playing off stream. I was like, there's no way, because I would end up doing that date on accident if I tried to avoid it. And that would be such a letdown to people who had been watching and like wanting to see how that all plays out. To be like, well, you know that important moment, like the culmination of everything before the wedding? Yeah, you like, I just did that on my own. Don't worry about it. People would understandably be pretty upset over it. Alright, I think this will be the last floor we do for right now. Let's get this out of here, because I still got to get all the way back to the black market and all that kind of stuff. I'll even buy the copper she has, even though that's not an efficient way of doing it. Like, money-wise or time-wise. But since I will be standing there anyways, I'm already kind of paying the time. And, like, money's not a problem for us. Money is just not an issue. Like, I'm not even putting in the time to properly gain money. We'll drop that in there as well. Let's see here. What do I want to get out of here to make room for those seeds? Something I got a bunch of that I don't really care. Honestly, we don't have really great candidates anytime. We'll get rid of that. Cool. Yeah, so not an amazing number of coppers by any stretch of the imagination, but we got a whole range of them. Okay, so let's pop over here real fast and drop down to the docks here. I believe it's 8 p.m. in-game that the black market lady should show up here. I can't remember exactly what days. It may have been like Tuesday and Thursday or Thursday and Sunday. I don't remember. Just that it is a thing. I'm 90% confident that Thursday was one of the days. But that'll be good. But yeah, so if you're ever at a point where you're trying to get some of your last fossils, some of your last artifacts and all that, this is how the first time we played through, this is actually how we finished a bunch of the stuff. Was we made it a point to drop by once I was making actual money, to drop by here and pick up anything we're missing like every day that she was here. We probably got a good 5, 6, 7, 8 of them from her as well. That were some of the super rare ones that are hard to come by. Alright, get over here. Cool, so it is Thursday. Alright. I forgot, I still haven't gotten a stamina fruit from you. Okay. So, none of the rest of this is any good for us. So, that's the important bit. Oh, is Wataru out by chance? Wataru's over there. Do I have a pink diamond? I don't. Hey, Wataru, do you like stew? This is good, thank you. Legend has a sunken treasure around these parts. I don't doubt it. When a ship sinks, it takes its secrets with it. Ah. You creeping up here? I've noticed that the animals are getting calmer as more of the orchestra is restored. Really making progress. Cool. Maybe it's an expedition day and I overlooked it. It's just a little weird to see Samaru just chilling up there, creeping on Wataru like that. Okay, and I don't really care about what's on those. We'll sell them when we need them. I'm also going to sell the candy there because I'm not going to use it. And with that, we're going to have our character go right on to bed because we've already got all the things that can amount to progress today, so that'll be sleepy time. So we got one more day for that. We got extra 45 stamina permanently and all that good stuff. So we're down to one more thing. And for the record, if I go to grind this off stream, I will literally deliberately wait to finish all those things until we stream it next. Gotta say, not a big fan of the spring. It's just not for me. Have you ever heard of the flu? Have you had your flu vaccine yet? I recommend getting it every year. Even if the strain changes, at least you'll have some protection. Yep. Cool. And hey, meet me in the community center. Let's tell the mayor together. Oh, right. I totally forgot we even unearthed that chest all that time ago. I was like, tell the mayor what? Okay, so got all those. Come on, large osmium products. I've got things I want to finish. That is a large osmium product. Okay, so that means I think only 2 more large buffalo milk. And then that'll be done. Because you already got the aged cheese and everything done from that. And that is a large osmium ostrich egg. So I believe we need 5 more of those, if memory serves me correctly, which, you know, is always a very dubious thing. Alright, birthdays today. So it's Oliver and Scott's birthdays today. Okay, let's try and keep that in mind. So let's drop you off. Alright, so I need, yeah, 5 more of the eggs, 2 more of the milk. And we can drop you off here, grab the mayonnaise, grab that. Let's actually leave the regular cheese wheel there. We'll grab the regular ostrich thing there. Okay, so we're at 9, 11, 12. That's coming along. We'll grab you. You're fine. Oh, I need... Well, we'll sell the stuff here first. And then I'll worry about going into the greenhouse and grabbing the goodies out of there. Sell you, and you, and you, and you. Drop off the gold bar. And I don't really honestly need any of this stuff anymore, now I think about it. Literally none of this is preventing progress, so what I might end up doing is not today in game. It'll probably be something I might do on my own time. Is I'll probably get rid of all of the trees in here, and then get some crops that just, you know, I can just harvest automatically with the machines. And then just get a couple crops that are high value stuff for making wine or whatever with. And then just let those machines run and get automatically harvested as, you know, effectively a way of just, as I play, just effectively always getting more and more money that I don't have to worry about. Where was the papaya? There you go. Cool. And let's pop down to the ocean and do that. All right, I want to see a large milk. Still not a large milk. To be fair, it's only at 2 hearts so far. The other good news is I'll be able to get the auto petter down here as soon as we get a break. Actually, can I just buy the auto petter straight up? I can't, right? No, I'm pretty sure I can't. Because I was gonna say, if I could just buy the auto petter straight up, I have 0 objections to doing that. We'll check on the computer. If we can buy it, it'll almost certainly be from the ranch. But I would doubt it because you unlock the auto petter through the lab. We did get a large Kara egg, for what it's worth. Cool, so I've got all that. So let's check the community center thing to get that knocked out of the way. Then we'll go to the blacksmith, pop the coffers we have, and in the off chance we get lucky and get ourselves what we're looking for. Hello there. What have you brought here? What brought you here? It'd be like, this is my office. We struck gold. A legendary treasure chest. Wow. Hold on. Is that what I think it is? Is that a treasure chest? You should open it. You found the treasure. It's only fair. Thank you for donating this, human. This is a very generous gift. Treasure hunting with you was wild ride, human. I had a lot of fun. Mayor, who exactly is this forest fern? Who is this forest fern? What? Yeah, wax an ancient treasure chest with a pickaxe. It's like, you know, I'm pretty sure you can defeat those locks pretty easily with modern stuff. That doesn't need to be done so in a destructive way. Not trying to tell you how to do your job or anything, but like, maybe you'd benefit if someone did. Alright, so you've got all that maxed out, you got all that maxed out. So we could use the combat potion. We could use the bug potion. So let's see if we can't buy those. There's the combat potion. And then there's the bug potion. Did you actually consume it? What? Well, I'm not going to restart the day, but it seemed like I didn't actually get it. It's one of those things we ran to that once before. Traps last longer. Okay. Because I was just doing that. It's fine. Over time, I keep getting more and more of that stuff. Alright, so we've got all that sorted out for right now. The next thing to check is going to be those mangosteen. Hey, Invigorate, it's going pretty well. Getting real close to having done all of the stuff for S rank in the game. Oh, I also need to go by the blacksmith. So what we're going to do is we're going to check for the forageables. Do we have any mangosteen today? Does not appear like we have any mangosteen available today. That's fine. Does it show any murex? It does not show any murex, but we'll check for them anyways. But let's go to the blacksmith, and we will pop all this stuff real fast. If we get the ruby hairpin, great. If not, we're going to just move on to the next... Well, actually, no, we're going to go to Scott and... I don't remember who the other person's birthday was, but Scott and the other person's birthday, and we're going to give them their gifts, and then we're going to go straight to bed. Ruby hairpin. See, all you have to do is believe. You just have to believe, chat. If you believe, you'll get the ruby hairpin. we have been actually breaking coffers for a very long time. But with that, that'll be the very last thing that would have been from the museum before the rank S stuff. So I can go up here and say, donate. Boom. There's my reward. And now we get the beauty of looking at our journal here of the found. Done. 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 Done.
Take a sip. What's the worst that could happen?
So with that, I don't need any fossils, I don't need any gems, I don't need any of that. So I don't need to run around and chase after all these things anymore. And with that, I actually noticed we didn't use all the coffers. For right now, I'm just going to chuck the coffers in the box and pretend they don't exist. Until I, like, find myself short on money, then I'm like, oh, I need to make a bunch of money real quick, or whatever. We'll drop off the unicorn costume. And I'm going to do those posture checks and all that in here in just a minute. We're pretty close to the ad break happening. And so what I'll do is at the ad break, I'll stand up, I'll stretch, you know, all that stuff. Alright, so we're going to check for the Murex, because I just want to get one Murex. We already checked for the Mangosteen. And we need to check on the birthdays. I honestly just want to find the Murex real fast and be like, cool. I don't need to run to this beach just for the purposes of grabbing those, whether they're here or not. But it was Scott's birthday, and we could look up the art person anywhere in the map. Okay. And the birthdays were Scott and Oliver. So Scott is by the mine. That's convenient because I could teleport practically directly to him. I don't have my diamonds on me, which is curious. Alright, chat, so bear with me. We're right about to an ad break, so I'm going to quickly use the restroom, stretch my legs, do all that stuff. And I'll be back here in just a couple minutes, but thank you again for tuning in, and I'll be right back. Breaking news, Rual single-handedly cuts down the Amazon. Hey, that's what it gets for taking up so much of the planet. It's all like, I produce most of the air on the planet. Look, nature, no one asked you. Stickers. Oh, I forgot the stickers. I forgot about the curse that is the stickers. You do your best, Semi. You got this, buddy. They're totally dead. Alright. Get out of here, dogs. While you can. Oh, that was really dumb of me. That may have just killed us. I forgot that the moment I did that, all of those people abandoned my defense. And we have both those doors open. And why are they walking through that? Oh, that was really dumb of me. Moriarty, you're a child. Retreat. Get behind cover, get behind cover, go behind cover. Both the melee are down. I'm getting wrecked because I was memeing. Stay out of this. Stay out of that. Get move, move, move. Oh yeah, I killed myself with that. I was memeing with it and... Alright, so it is 5 below now. And then continuing to go down. It should be flipping at some point, because it's 210.8 was the flip point. Oh, there we go. Steam is down to 5 kilograms. It's cooling down much more rapidly now. It's actually fluctuating wildly. The fanfare. The fanfare for sploosh. 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 Am I gonna weasel by at the last second? Ah, yes. Just the way it's supposed to be. So we got 33,000 users on our malware. You heard me. Oh man, guard, don't do that. Why would you do that, guard? That is unacceptable behavior, guard. How dare you? How dare you, sir? That is not okay. Oh, man. That guard's gonna have to be fired. Not really. I cannot see in the grass at all. No, I was really depending on you not being there anymore. I really need you to get away from my car. Oh, that's it. Well. No, when I turned to go north there and I saw that was a full-on horde, or like a full-on... Alright, and I am back. The ad break is over and all that good stuff. So thank you everyone for hanging out during those ad breaks. I do know ads are disruptive and all that, but kind of is what it is. Where did all of my diamonds go? Because we had like 6 or 7 of them we grabbed out of here, right? Out of here? Did I accidentally stack them away somewhere? I didn't sell them. They're not in here. There's only a few boxes I visit regularly. Yeah, we haven't been visiting that box in a while. And we don't have the pink diamonds in there. I can only assume at some point I dropped in one of the boxes on accident. And I've been stacking them away. Game may have crashed. So the game seems to be frozen at the moment. This room is getting really hot. So give the game a moment to try and recover. If it doesn't, we will just have to redo the day. That's always a bummer when that happens. But, there's not like a whole lot I can do about it. And that's super borked. That is one of those things that, doing a lot of item stuff can cause the game to crash from a memory leak. Alright, yep, that's a Control-Alt-Delete situation. Well, that's a bummer. And let me guess, if I look at this, it's probably using... Yep. I need you... Yep, so Coral Island is, it's memory leaking, so it's using 50 gigs of RAM right now. Because there is a known memory leak with its inventory stuff. Alright, so bring that back up. Usually it's one of those things that, like, when you get into the memory leak, if you manage to exit out the day, like, finish the day, it will clear up that memory. I haven't determined exactly what it is with the inventory that can cause it to memory leak, but, it definitely deals with the inventory. So the game should come back up on your screen. There it is. So we will have lost that little bit we did that morning, which is, you know, run around checking the animals and all that kind of good stuff. The good news is it will have already decided that we got that, so the egg and the milk we got, we can get that all sorted. It is a bummer that I really hope that hairpin stays. I'm gonna be real sad if we got that hairpin and it rolls differently this time. That'd be real sad. Charles has to take his antihistamine. I don't know what else to tell him. It will literally make him feel better. We do a restocking every spring. It makes it easier to remember. Spring restocking. See? No. Alright, so we're not going to bother, like, rereading all that stuff. We're just going to run through. Try and get stuff done as fast as we can. Yeah, so probably do is I'll let these trees grow, go, like this style trees. I'll probably stop growing those because I don't need them for anything going on, and they aren't able to be something I can do efficiently. I'm gonna be super bummed. Do I? Yeah, I still have the coppers. I'm gonna be super bummed when we don't get the hairpin this time. Oh, actually, didn't we get the milk yesterday? It's fine. If we don't get the ruby hairpin this time. Because that means I'm gonna have to go for it again. Which is such an incredible tease. It is what it is, though. That's honestly the first crash I've had in a very long time. Because me being aware that... Yeah, so there's the diamonds. Yeah, no, this time we did not get... Okay, so it's not determined at the beginning of the day, so that's a real bummer. So we didn't get the... Aw, man. That's gonna suck, because what that means is we didn't get the large osmium, Sorry, we didn't get the large osmium buffalo milk. We didn't get the large osmium ostrich egg, and the odds are actually pretty bad about us getting the getting the ruby hairpin. So very genuinely, where we had three things of meaningful progress happen on the day that crashed, we might end up getting none of them again. Which, again, is such a tease. Is there something I don't need in my inventory that I don't care about? There we go. So that's pretty upsetting, actually. Because I'm pretty sure it rolls the geodes when you, or rolls the results when you go to actually pop it. Because I want to say you could literally cheese it by just waiting on all that stuff. That actually doesn't need to be in there. That's fine, you're just churning out coffee, that'll be okay. It won't be good money, but it'll get those out of our inventory, so whatever. Yeah, there's no mangosteen today. Yeah, that's all showing up the same, so we'll just assume there's not any of that there. We do have the diamonds on us this time. Like I said, I don't know what happened with the diamonds. It's entirely possible that whatever inventory nonsense did happen, the diamonds were the cue that said, hey, something's wrong, just be aware kind of thing. But it's whatever. Alright, so let's pop over here, deal with this. And we're going to skip the scene since we already watched it just a minute ago because we had our crash. And let's go look for the R2 to give them stuff. Oh, let's actually deal with our ocean stuff first. Then we're going to do the R2 and deal with that stuff. I'm not even going to actually bother harvesting these right now. I don't need the money. So we're just let this sit here, and if something needs seeds, I'll grab the seeds. Otherwise... I'll just let them collect things. Okay. Alright, nothing to worry about that. But yeah, so the game still has some bugs in it, which is unfortunate. Okay, so please, 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 give me the ruby hairpin. Don't make me go looking for it again. Because I'd be pretty upset about that. Because the other stuff is just like mildly inconveniencing. Well, so you know how I said our museum was all done with all that stuff? It's not. I'm not gonna go farm those coffers right now. We're just gonna go about doing what we've been working on otherwise. And I will just deal with the coffers some other time. That... Oh, hey. That's what I didn't have a duplicate of, so it's just dropped there. So unfortunately, yeah, we did technically... We didn't lose progress in the sense that we... Well, I mean, I guess we'll say we lost progress. We definitely lost a little progress because of that, which is just really not fun. But... game crashes happen. Alright, so Oliver birthday. Thank you, human, for the birthday gift. You're the coolest farmer on Coral Island. Take that, Walter. Okay, that's your birthday, and who is the other one's birthday today? Scott. And Scott is by the mine. And we're just gonna advance the day again. We're not gonna drag it out. We're gonna advance the day again, be done with it. That hot air balloon next to the end looks thrilling, but I'm a bit scared. I heard you can feel the fire in your hair while you're up there. Cool. Have diamond. Whoa, look at this. Thanks for the birthday gift. Well, time to go to bed. That is one of the cheesy strats that people have been deploying to get their artifacts is they'll get a really big pile of like all of the coffers and all that, and they'll just do one day where they pop them all, and they don't get what they're looking for. They'll do a reset of the day and then do it again. I don't like ever playing the games that way unless it's like something truly appalling RNG wise. Go check out the museum. Have you got your flu vaccine yet? I recommend getting it every year. Yep, you already told me that. So here, have green curry. Green curry? Just as craving, hun. I love it. Cool. Any birthdays today? Nope. And this will probably be our last in-game day of Coral Island today. And then we're going to move on to probably Core Keeper. Alright, so you're still planting your seeds. Let that do its thing. Yeah, because at least now I feel comfortable with a lot of these things that we're just waiting on, like, the milk to come through and all that. What I think I'll probably do is on my own time, I will go and advance all the things I need to get everything lined up so the next stream, it's basically just pulling the levers, as it were. get all the wool sorted out, that literally it's just, we pop in, we get to see, you know, put in the last couple of things to make S rank happen, and S rank it up. Because I definitely feel like there's so little left that I don't want to drag it out any more than it already has been. That's all fine. That's not the right chest. What am I doing? Put down the wool, grab that back, drop all you in here. Grab all that. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just hold on to the pink diamond I've got on me for now. I need to do something productive with that last duplicator. Got another day of no mangosteens. Also showing nothing on the shore either. Okay, so this place is all done for right now. We could pop up here real quick. And whatnot. And you're all planted, you're all planted. Cool. We did get a second one of the large milk. So that'll be 2 of the cheese wheels I need to finish all of this. I'm also low-key holding on to stuff down in the ocean area, just in the off chance that they have, like, some extra layer that hasn't been revealed yet. And drop that in. You're already doing all your stuff, so that's good. So we're up to 12 of these. I've got another one in there, so I'll be 14 of these. Let me pop down here and check on the Murex. I'm still surprised at how long it's taking us to get those osmium quality stuff reliably, but that's okay. We are leveling animals up from nothing, so it makes sense it takes a while. But yeah, because that way, like, on my own time, I could run around and just keep getting a bunch of coffers, start target farming some stuff. The stuff that wouldn't be entertaining to watch of me going to the cave, destroying the same thing, coming home, go to the cave, destroy the same things, coming home. Like, just grind out the last of it. You know, just get it all lined up to get everything done. The only thing I'll probably do any on that is some of the attraction stuff I'll have to do since they take a couple of days. But line up so the last attraction and the last of the museum is queued up. We'll have all of the goods so I can just plug them all in on the mural. Okay. So I believe we finished all stuff here. Our gold bar. So let's check between the osmium bars, the gold bars, and the osmium stuff. So the osmium bars and the osmium kelp are the 2 that we are lacking the most. Let's go ahead and just load you up to get me more osmium stuff. Because the only thing that can go wrong now is we don't get enough of the osmium mangosteen, but I saved some just so we could try duplicating it if it comes down to it. And we've got you. Grab the mayo. And the rest of that's all fine. Got the coffee. Those don't matter right now. I could almost honestly empty those out and repurpose those, but I'll worry about those later. Okay, so let's drop all this off. And I don't see a reason to stretch out the day, because I could go farm the mine for more of the coffers and all that. But at this stage, none of that is holding us back on our progression in a big way. Alright, so with that, oh, and we also missed on drinking those skill potions because we got our merits back, but that's fine. Cool. So let's just step outside and make sure there's not some event going to trigger real fast that we were going to worry about, and then we'll get switching over. Dear Human, it's Scott. I was thinking about you and how much fun we always have when we hang out. Maybe you come by the tavern this evening at 7 p.m. and meet my friends. We're going to have so much fun. Don't make me go to your farm to get you. Alright, but that'll be something for another time. Okay, so don't go anywhere because we are going to be switching games. We'll be switching over to Core Keeper, where we've got a bunch going on in that game already. We've already killed 4 of the bosses and have been making really good progress on our equipment and all that to start going after the later bosses. So I'll switch over and get that going. For those who are looking for Coral Island, what I think it'll probably be is it won't be like tomorrow. I'll give it a day or 2 or 3 or however long it takes me to quickly like grind everything out. Like I said, I'll get it so I have like the last of the museum to do, the last of the attractions to do, the last of the mural to do, the last of the underwater mural. Like everything is just ready. And then we'll play it next. That way we can hop in, plug in all the pieces, and see the S rank happen. And we can play like a little bit after that, so it's not just 10, 20, 30 minutes of stream, but like get the satisfaction of seeing the ending of the game and all that kind of stuff for everyone on stream without having to make it 3-4 streams of me just waiting for the eggs to be produced, waiting for the next thing to be produced, because we're on that home stretch, but it is taking time to get there. I'll also grind out getting the ruby hairpin. So with that said, if you're watching on YouTube, the stream will drop on the YouTube side because I can't switch categories and it work well over there. So that is going to happen. And then over here on Twitch side, bear with me for a moment. It does take me a hot minute to switch